Baby, what's in there wine? I feel sexy as fuck. I see why y'all like wine.
What I'm on here for about is Queen Sheba.
Say that louder now, because we don't get to hear that often. Say it louder. I think you are very open-minded about a lot. I think you haven't had an opportunity to experience a conservative relationship. Hold on. And if and when you do, come back and talk to me. Yeah.
What you don't realize is that you don't listen, man.
I don't have to. You're not my daddy.
Listen at me and listen at me clearly. If you don't want me coming for you, then just stop fucking coming for me, okay?
I will pray for you, but if you get on my nerve, I will cuss you smooth out. My mouth ain't under control yet, and I can throw these hands. And let me tell you something, if I get my hands on you, I promise you, you gonna know you've been in a fight. But I'm trying not to go there because I'm in transition.
We are having a party tonight, honey. Happy Monday night, y'all, in the palace. Thank you, everybody, for pulling up. It is Monday night party in the chat. I don't know what you came to do, but I came to have a hell of a good time. And all I can hope is that y'all are going to ride it out with me, honey. Can I get an amen? Can I get an amen? Listen, that's what we're about to do tonight. We're about to have a party in the chat. And listen, I got a funny feeling and a sneaky suspicion that it can go either way. It can go either way. And you know, we're here for it. We like a good old time over here. And we also like a good old pushback. This ain't one of those platforms where you have to agree with everything that's being said. Hell, come up and speak your mind, because Real Housewives of Atlanta, season 16, episode 4. Listen. You did your damn thing, Kenya Moore. You did your damn thing. Did Kenya Moore not do her thing? Okay, you know what, Queen? You coming in telling people what Kenya did. Let me see what we got first. Who you riding with? Are you team Brit or are you team Kenya Moore? Team twirl. What you doing? You twirling or you Eady? Are you twirling or you Eady? Put it in the chat real quick. I need to know where my team twirl is. I need to know where the Eadys are. Somali Queen says she twirling. She twirling. Queen Liz says she twirling. Who else is twirling? Dana Keys says she twirling, period, point blank. Aqua Queen, listen, she twirling. We got another twirl. New Orleans Diva, she's twirling. Okay, Tula Tree says she gonna twirl tonight. Lil Red gonna twirl. Fit Diva 1979 gonna twirl. Let's see. I don't know who Terry is. KJoy 22. Who in the hell is Terry? Let me find out. Girl, who is Terry? Isis Blue is twirling. Bama Girl is twirling. Let me see if we got any. Now, Sugar, that was not the choice. Sugar to my team, nobody. Okay, listen. Let me see if we got any Eddies in the house. Or maybe they just scared. Maybe they ain't built like that, y'all, to pop out and show a nigga. Maybe the Eddies are scared to pop out the bushes. It's all right over here. It's okay. Shay P says she gonna have to twirl on this one. Listen. Okay, K-Joy. Okay, K-Joy said that was a girl. You talking about Terry. Terry might pop out and show you. Don't bring my name up in this mess. We ain't got no team Eddies. We don't have no team Eddies. What? What? I am shocked. For sure, I thought we would have one riding for Brit. I think y'all just scared to stand on business. That's what I think it is. But listen, this episode, did it do its thing, in your opinion? Sweet 16, Real Housewives of Atlanta, did it do its thing? Yes or no? Yes or no? Okay. Let me explain the rundown. So for those of you that are new and you're not you haven't been quite acquainted with Party in the Chat. And for those of you that are tuned in on Twitter, shout out to my Twitter peeps. I'm old school. You're Twitter to me. I know they want to call it X, but Elon don't run nothing over here. I'm saying, what's up, Twitter? Shout out to all of my folks that's logged into Twitter. We appreciate you rocking with the Palace. Monday nights are Party in the Chat. What are we sipping on tonight? What we sipping on tonight? Let me tell y'all what I'm sipping on. Y'all, they got me. They got me. Sutton from the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills got me. Sutton got me over here sipping on vodka and grapefruit juice. I had to try it. I've been playing catch up with the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Sutton been making that vodka and that damn grapefruit juice looks so good. I said, let me channel my inner white woman and let me see what that tastes like. So far, so good. I've only had one sip. Now, if I get to acting a fool tonight, y'all make sure, Queen Shiba, you can never have that again. Okay, so that's what I'm coming through with. I do too, Lala. I love me some Sutton. I like her mama. I do. I like her mama, but you know what? Let me digress. I like that old white lady. Y'all just don't. That lady done been through some things. Don't do her like that. I tried a Hennessy margarita, the one. I tried one this weekend. Ooh, it was strong. I only could have one. We got tequila and pineapple juice coming through with a splash of 7-Up. They say Sutton gonna have you tore up. I'm just having one. That's it. You know what I'm saying? Sutton ain't finna have me acting like her online tonight. But I just had to try it. I said, you know what? I want to channel my inner rich white woman, and I'm gonna pull a Sutton tonight on their asses. I'm gonna have some vodka and grapefruit juice. Sugar talking about as long as you don't start slurring, we good. Then y'all better cue me up when you notice, me going sideways. If you catch me going sideways, say something. If you see something, say something, like they say on the first 48. If you see something, say something. That's it. That's all. We're about to get into it. So, Sutton, I'm messing with you tonight, Sutton. Thank you for turning me on to that. They really call it a salty dog, I believe. If you put a little bit of salt, I think that's the correct name for it, a salty dog. So that's what I'm coming through with. And Eat Heavenly Cupcakes Forever says, I'm twirling and Eady is trash. Wow. Y'all are coming in hot, but that's the way we do for Party in the Chat. Y'all, it's just a good old party because typically Mondays can be hard for everybody. We try to make them easy and light on your feet. And with that getting started, let me run the lineup down to you. Typically, when we deal with the Real Housewives of Atlanta, we have a strong lineup on the thumbnail. As you can see, this week is a little bit different. Can anybody tell me why Kenya is on this thumbnail by herself? If you just had to guess, I'll give you a couple of seconds while I take a sip of my salty dog. Anybody know why I let Kenya ride this one solo? If you can just guess real quick. Okay, the one. She said because Kenya never cursed her out. Boom. Thank you, Jenny B. Thank you to Latrice. Kenya carried this motherfucking episode. And she did it like a G. You want to rumble with the B, huh? I throw a hex for your whole family. Yes, you want to rumble with the B? And Brit Eady fucked around and found out, bitch, you cannot rumble with the B. You cannot rumble with the B. You hear me? Kenya carried this fucking episode, Bravo. Pull up a seat. That's the black girl magic we be talking about. When a bitch can read you down without saying not one curse word. Yeah, I'm cursing tonight because it's Party in the Chat. Kenya ate her ass alive from the inside out. From the inside out. Kenya let that hoe know that's why I am the queen of this show. She didn't get all ghetto. She didn't move her neck and do none of that. Stood up and gave the hoe a round of applause and reminded her, I am the moment. Don't you ever come for me unless I send her for you. And Brit Eady, you are out of your league. You are completely out of your league. I don't know where you came from, but you need to go back to. And we're about to jump in and get started. If we hit that, I'm doing super chat goals. If we hit that super chat goal tonight, I promise you, I will open up the line. I will take you one by one. I will let you have your go. The Real Housewives of Atlanta, bravo. Thank you. Thank you. They are doing their things. I don't care about the ratings. I don't care that people feel like, these are the lowest ratings of them all. Listen, so far it's given exactly what it needs to give. The vets are showing up and they're showing out, and we're able to track, right? We're able to track, but let's get into it. Because, baby, Angela almost made this thumbnail, but I said not tonight. Kenya needs her moment. Kenya needs her moment, and I'm going to give it to her over here in the palace. But, baby, Angela, thank you for throwing that party. Angela receives an honorable mention tonight because had it not been for that party, we would not have had this moment. You see what I'm saying? So thank you, Angela, for standing on your grown woman shit and moving forward with business as usual and throwing us a good old party so that the queen could buzz and could sting Brit's ass back into her place. But while they were at that party, honey, baby, Drew, they say you came and you ate them folks' food, you ate the hors d'oeuvres, you sipped champagne, and you didn't spend not one penny. Drew, they said you did not spend not one penny. Drew, you're out of your league. You out of your league, Drew. Basically, what's the girl named? Kelly called her uncouth and broke. Uncouth and broke, and said, if you don't understand charity, then stay your ass at home. Now, I don't see Kelly lying. Now, when I came in, episode 1, Sweet 16, episode 1, I was like, I'm not feeling Kelly. I'm not feeling Brit. I'm not feeling Angela. But I'm going to leave a little bit of room to grow. Second episode, I still wasn't feeling Kelly. Third episode, fourth episode, you know what, Kelly? I see where you could be going with this. I don't see Kelly lying like that. The tone, the way she looked in that camera, and she said, but you still did make a purchase. Drew, you ought to be ashamed of your damn self. She said Drew pulled out a text, but not one receipt, not an receipt. She said you did the most, just like you did in Shamea's basement, over-explaining yourself just to tell a lie. Just to pull out a group text with Dennis on it, that ain't got shit to do with shit, she said, Drew. At the end of the day, did you buy something after you ate those people's food? After you sipped on that champagne and ate those buns. She said, that's a bad look. It's giving hood rich, where you show up to these nice rich events and you eat. And then you sneak out the door before they can ask you to swipe your card. They want to know what's in your wallet, Drew. Now, let me tell you why I believe Kelly. You know better than that. And I believe Kelly because you did the same thing at that white elephant Christmas party a few years ago. Do y'all not remember that? Drew came to that party. She walked away with a beautiful gift, but she didn't bring shit. Y'all don't remember that? She walked away with a beautiful gift and she brought a dirty wig and wrapped it up. And they said, now, Drew, you got a really nice gift, but you didn't bring anything for anybody else. Kelly was nowhere around to be found during that time. And that's why I believe Kelly. And I believe she said what the hell she said. You did not buy a gift. Drew, I think you're lying. I think you're lying. Sorry. You walked away at that Christmas party and didn't bring a gift. But child, listen, let me tell y'all something. For some of you that are tuned in listening, if and when you get invited to these events, okay, if you ain't got it, stay your ass at home. If you ain't got it, stay your asses at home, please. Because that's not cool to go to that caliber of an event, to take advantage like that, all just to pretend and act like you're in that in crowd when you ain't got it like that. That's embarrassing. And then she lied about it with a damn group text with Dennis on it. Girl, what the hell does Dennis have to do with anything? So let's shift real quick before I get into the thick of it, girl, child. What was going on with Shamea and Porsha at that table? Y'all watch it? Did y'all catch the shade? Porsha said that she thought it was Drew singing the song. She shaded the hell out of Shamea. Child. Are y'all picking up what Porsha's putting down? Are you noticing the disconnect between the two? I think it's going to be something explosive this season on The Real Housewives of Atlanta between Porsha and Shamea. Now, here's the thing. Here's the thing. Okay. Oh, hold on. Aquarius. No, was it Aqua? Let me go up. These comments are moving. Aqua Queen says Porsha is jealous as fuck. Is she? Is she? I'm not saying she is. I'm not saying she isn't. But I will say this. You got your damn nerve too, Latrice. Oh, no. No, ma'am. So Latrice believes that Shamea sings better than Drew. Girl, on what day? Girl, on what day? No, ma'am. Because that song was not hitting. That song was not hitting. Shamea's song, I'm sorry. And I think I understand why Porsha said that ain't you, that's Drew. Listen, I like Shamea, but I have every right to say if I don't like her song. I did not like that song. It wasn't hitting like she thought it was. And maybe Porsha thought it was Drew because of the auto-tune of it all. Shamea is given more like a church choir singer, gospel singer. I don't know. Maybe some of y'all like the song just because you like Shamea. And you know what I'm saying? I don't know. Missy Pete says, I don't care what's on the pic. Can you show what's on the picture? Kenya shows of Brit. Oh, okay. I don't care what's on the picture that Kenya shows of Brit. Don't start no shit. It won't be no shit. You know what? I'm gonna have to agree with you. And not only that, you lead me to a different thought. Bravo, you dropped the ball. Bravo, you dropped the ball on this one. And let me tell you why I said what the hell I said and why I'm going to ride with Missy Pete on this one. The moment Brit said, I got my gun, what she called it, my pistol in my purse, her ass should have been escorted off the show. The moment she changed the dynamics, okay? See, don't step into the arena if you can't hang. Because what it proved to us is you can't hang. You ain't ready for that type of life because you don't know how to use your words. So you had to resort to being violent. I got my pistol. I don't give a damn if you said you were going to use it or not. Everybody know. Well, let me not say everybody. All black folks know when they hear niggas say they got a gun, they got a pistol, you already know what time it is. Typically, we would all take off running. Okay. And she said it more than once. You implied, you inferred that you would do harm if you needed to. And not only that, Kenya wouldn't even thinking about you, girl, as she headed out the door, paid you no mind, no never mind, unbothered, and said, Porsha, come here, let me holler at you. And you said it again. And then you say, where's my husband? What the fuck he gonna do? Pimp slapper? So your husband out here beating up bitches? Because to me, everybody's focused on the pistol. I'm focused on the combination of them both. So you was going to use your husband to slap her, to put her in line? Is that what we doing? Where's my husband for what? To rough her up a bit? Is that so your husband really out in the Atlanta streets beating bitches up on your behalf? I learned a lot in this scene. Bravo, I need her gone. I need her gone. Do not extend another invitation to this thug-ass wench. Let her go about her way. I don't like bitches that escalate and threaten bodily harm because they're losing. And they're not witty enough and intellectual enough to go toe-to-toe, especially when you pick that fucking fight. You've been looking for a fight with Kenya for 4 weeks now, and she gave you what you wanted. And she didn't even come there to give you what you wanted. It just so happened that opportunity knocked and she took it and she put you down. She flipped the house on your head and then gave your ass a standing ovation and you couldn't take it. So then you begin to escalate in good hood and street and talk about your pistol in your purse. And Kenya is so smart. Kenya didn't bat an eye. She didn't even acknowledge that she heard it. She kept it moving. She took her time because she understood what she was up against. It wasn't until she got in the car that she said, did you hear her? I love it. When I tell you that girl is built for this, even under pressure, she's built for this. And one thing about Kenya, she waited until the next week, which is coming up next episode, to get her damn lick back, right? But here's the thing, Bravo, you dropped the ball. You dropped the ball. There should be a zero tolerance for any type of weapons on set. She said, I have my pistol in my purse. How did she even make it past production to bring a pistol to an all-girl party? You get what I'm saying? The intent was there. Why are you carrying a pistol to the set of reality television? Because I'm going to get into the thick of it and I'm going to break it down because I hone in on the psychological and the behavioral traits of the Black experience. She is batshit crazy. Are we still doing deep psychological assessments and evaluations before we let cuckoo birds come on the show? See, when a bitch bring a pistol in her purse to an all-girls event, that's just in case I have to use it. Who? Who is the target? Because you made sure she knew you were carrying and you were packing. And typically when you carry a gun, the first thing they teach you in a concealed weapon training is nobody should know you have it unless you intend to what? Use it. Bravo, you put Kenya in harm's way. And then you punish Kenya for responding to an unsafe situation. Now, here's the thing. Kenya's grown. She could have taken the higher road. But here's the thing, Bravo. Had you handled it, it wouldn't have gotten that far. You ignored it. You failed to acknowledge Brit's misbehavior, Brit's bad behavior, Brit's ghetto behavior. That's Missy Pete said it's a hostile work environment. I'm going to say, I'm going to go beyond that. I don't know what it is because I ain't never seen it before. But that ain't what we checking for. That ain't what we looking for. That ain't what we tuning in for. Don't nobody want to see nobody get hurt, especially one of the stars of the show. And you bring in this girl, and that's the first thing she does. Kenya didn't even call you out your name. Y'all didn't even get all up in each other's face like they've done before. Porsha literally physically attacked Kenya before, and ain't nobody ever threatened to pull out a pistol from their purse. Bravo, this needs to be handled. It needs to be addressed. The fact that you overlooked it says that's a problem. And here's why they overlooked it, in my opinion, because they feel like that's what niggas do. That's what these Black, I told you they loop us all into one bucket. Don't think because you're educated, you're beautiful, you're this, you're that they're going to see the difference that you rather not. They feel like, and when I say they, that this is how all of you act. Hey, that's just what they do. That's just how they fight each other. Let them at it. You know what I mean? They're not going to intervene, but let it happen on OC, the Real Housewives of Orange County. Let it happen on the Real Housewives of New York. Let it happen on the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. They will be in there intervening, making sure that everybody gets home safe. So Kenya deserves this highlight. Kenya deserves this spot on the roster for herself because not only did she carry this episode, she carried her beautiful ass out the door like a lady, like a queen, like a bee. You cannot rumble with the queen bee, period, point blank, which is why you have to defer to pulling your pistol. I don't like trash like that. I don't like trash like that. I don't want you on my screen. Get the hell up out of here. Okay? It's deeper than that because what we don't know this girl's history. What if she would have popped off? What if her husband was the type that liked to the fact that she could refer to him and he couldn't calm her down and she kept saying this ain't that Hollywood shit, this real life, and he couldn't calm her down. Oh wait, this is But anywho, that's why I said when we talk about Shamea and Porsha, are we really seeing the full edits of both? Because Porsha, according to Porsha, the show does a horrible job of protecting the stars. That's all I'm saying. I'm just giving y'all something to think about, to talk about. I'm going against the grain. I'm playing devil's advocate. I want you to think through it. Let's continue, okay? So we can see the climax, what's happening. There's about to be some fallouts, and I'm here for it. I was tuned in. This was a hell of a good episode, okay? Really, really, really good episode. So I'm going to be watching to see how the fallout happens between Porsha and Shamea. Porsha thought it was Drew singing, shaded the hell out of Shamea. That friendship is gone, gone, gone. Love does not live here anymore. It doesn't. It's over. It's a wrap. Let's get into Angela's party. Let's focus on Brit and Kenya Moore, okay? Now, according to Porsha and all of the other girls, well, actually, Angela said it. Angela said that. She said that the bank, I guess the bank, this location is located in the hood. And maybe that's why Brit felt comfortable acting the way she did. So, of course, it's located in the hood, kind of a shady location. Okay. But I appreciate the lady showing up because some people would use that as an excuse not to go to a newbies event, but they all came and supported her. So I appreciate them leaning in to make sure her event was successful. That was really nice. And child, Kenya came in there with a whole different color. Kenya came in there with a whole different color, talking about she didn't know it was black. And then they pulled up, y'all. They did a B-roll and pulled up the invitation where it says black attire. Kenya, stop. You wore what you wanted to wear. That's it. That's all. I felt like that was funny. Because to be honest, the outfit, I know it's name brand. It wasn't that cute, Kenya. It wasn't that cute. So you probably should have went ahead and wore whatever she asked you to wear. And Shamea's outfit was given Soul Train. I didn't like it at all. I did not like Shamea's at all. But everybody else, I thought they looked cute. Now, one thing I can call out immediately, and it hit me because I could not understand Brit's qualm with Kenya Moore. And I'm like, what is going on? Why is this girl focused on Kenya Moore week after week after week? This is where I need you to take note. This is where I need you to take note. Watch this. Follow me closely. In my opinion, Brit Eady is hypersensitive to Kenya Moore. Hold up, Queen Sheba. What does that mean? What do you mean she's hypersensitive to Kenya Moore? See, if I say it in passing, it'll go right over your head. But let me break it down for you. Hypersensitivity is a personality disorder. I am not diagnosing her. I don't know this to be true. This is my opinion based on the last 4 episodes. And also, if we go back to the social media antics over the last couple of months, in my opinion, Brit Eady appears to be hypersensitive to Kenya Moore. Okay. It's a personality disorder that relates to having an extreme sensitivity to the stimulation of any of the 5 senses: touch, sight, hearing, taste, and smell. It can have a large impact on both the emotional and behavioral responses of an individual. Brit, in my opinion, is hypersensitive to Kenya's tone, how she speaks. When she talks, how she makes her words land. Okay? They're going to land, they're going to hit. You see and feel what you're looking for. You hear what you want to hear. Brit is hypersensitive to Kenya's tone, and she often finds it offensive. Are y'all following me? That's why I said I feel like based on her, just her reaction to Kenya, she's hypersensitive to her tone. Now watch this, if you continue to follow me. And when the person is hypersensitive to something, it impacts their emotional and behavioral responses. This isn't good, Bravo. This isn't good, Bravo. Let me say one like Denise Richards, bravo, bravo, bravo. This isn't good because her response was catastrophic and it was volatile. You'd be placing Kenya Moore in direct harm should you bring Kenya back next season and you bring Brit Eady back next season. You're going to have to choose one over the other. Remember, if I am correct, based on what I believe, this is specific to Britney's personality, which may explain her fallouts with the women that she's mentioned or lack of female companionship. Her lack of empathy towards her sister, her lack of empathy towards other women, and also she said, I don't have friends. Now, when her sister sat there in that restaurant with her and basically begged and pleaded with her, when I'm telling you I'm going through a deep, dark depression, I don't like the fact that you think it's okay for your husband to listen in on my deepest, dark, what? Moments. And the fact that that didn't click for Brit, hypersensitivity, right? It impacts their emotional responses and their behavioral responses to others around them. Let me continue to go. That explains a lot of her fallouts and her disconnect with other women, even her sister, for no reason at all, okay? That's not going to change for Brittany. And it's also not going to change for Kenya. Kenya can't change her tone. That's not going to change. Kenya is who she is. Brit is who she is. So Bravo is going to have to make a decision. This was a disaster, in my opinion. Y'all, I'm sorry. This was a disaster waiting to happen since episode 1, or probably when Brit found out that she was coming on the show and she decided in her head that she was going to be the one to take Kenya down. I believe that she fixated on Kenya Moore earlier on, and I'm shocked that nobody else caught it. But then, I got to be fair. Because it took me 4 weeks, almost a month to catch it. I didn't understand it because I got involved with the hoopla on social media. You know what? Kenya can be a smartass. She can be a bitch. But when I really start to think of the small innuendos, the small offenses that Brit had such a huge reaction to, it just didn't make any sense. So it hit me. This girl is hypersensitive to Kenya. Kenya will never be able to do anything right. Because now we're getting into the realm of what I believe to be a personality. Personality disorder. But let me continue. She took, if you go back to episode 1, Brittany took insults. She took issue with an insult that never happened. Let me say it again. She took issue with an insult that never happened. In her mind, it happened, but in reality, it never did. The fact that Kenya say, "Oh, is that your first ring or your second ring?" Because she didn't understand. So in Brit's head, she was offended, and Kenya meant harm. So she took she took up an issue with an insult that never happened. Kenya never insulted you, but in her mind, she did. Okay. And she couldn't let it go. When an individual is diagnosed with hypersensitivity disorder, they may find it difficult to regulate their emotional or behavioral responses. They crash out. That's why her husband got nervous on episode 1 when she was drinking. You didn't hear him say, "Okay, that's enough. Don't do too much." Let's fast forward to episode 4 when she was having drinks with her sister and her husband texted her to come home. Not because he's protective, not because he loves her and he's just this, oh my God, wonderful, amazing guy. He knows what the fuck he is dealing with. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go back and watch. He knows she's batshit crazy. He knows she loses her shit. He knows she's volatile. He knows she carries a pistol in her purse and one wrong tone of voice could set her ass off. That's why he called her ass and said, "Get here before sundown." Like I Am Legend. You know, with Will Smith before the sun goes down? Before that monster turns? That's all I'm saying. That's what I started picking up on. Something's not right here. Something's not right here. I feel like she's crazy. I feel like she's volatile. To what extent? I'm not sure. But when you mention you got a pistol in your purse, that's pretty extensive to me. She's unpredictable. Now, keep in mind, she behaved this way before Kenya showed those photos. Are y'all following me? This girl behaved this way about pulling a gun before Kenya and a whip. Thank you, Shay P. Now look, now that scared the hell out of me. And maybe that's my African roots. Just the thought of somebody cracking a whip on my fucking back. Listen, I'm finna go home. I'd rather take the pistol. Please don't hit me with no whip, ma'am. I'm sorry. A whip And if that girl really know how to slang a whip, she can do some damn damage. I'm for real. Imagine somebody cracking a whip. That girl did say she had a whip. And I was like, this girl is crazy. Bravo. And everybody in the room acting like they didn't hear it. Kelly smart. Kelly heard it. Kelly said, security. Security. And shown her. You saw Kelly flash that flashlight. Kelly flashed that flashlight like you better get your big butt in here and earn this money that I pay you. Listen, she did say whip. I forgot about that. She would have whipped her back. Oh, Lala say I would have whipped her back. I don't know, Lala. When that rawhide hit your back, baby, I think we would have all ran for cover, to be honest with you. I think we would have all ran for cover. I think she would have got me by sure surprise. Once that first whip landed, I would have been, ow. I would have been like, help. I think we would have all ran for cover. For real. Listen, I'm being silly, but let me get back to the lesson at hand. Yeah. I think it's pretty extensive. I think it's really dangerous. It's given unpredictable. Now, keep in mind, she behaved this way before Kenya showed the photos. So this is how you act because you can't get with the lady and go toe to toe. Kenya never called you out of your name. She never disrespected you. You went on and on and on. And then she just gave you a little bit of Kenya more. And if you got to pull a pistol because you can't handle that, you are not ready for this level of reality television or any reality television, in my opinion. I know Charlamagne the guy in the Breakfast Club, people were saying she needs to go on the baddies. I don't want her to go on baddies and do that kind of thing to anybody else. I need her off television, period, point blank. Yeah. Now, here's the thing. I don't trust folks who can't regulate emotionally if and when needed. So I don't trust Brit. Kenya gave her a kind gesture. Kenya embraced this lady and she criticized it as being a pat and not a hug. Go back and watch the scene at the dinner table. Kenya came in. She gave Drew an air kiss. She patted Porsha. She may have given Angela a hug, and Brit was the second person that Kenya embraced. Listen to the fixation and the obsession. She said, that's not a full hug. That's a pat. And that's why I describe, and I believe that she's hypersensitive to Kenya more. And Kenya will never be able to do any right. Kenya had to explain herself. Girl, I didn't lean in too hard because I didn't want to get makeup on me or you. Kenya did hug her, and it still wasn't good enough. But when you're dealing with hypersensitivity disorder, nothing is enough because you're already hypersensitive to the target. Let me continue. Okay, this is just my belief. Listen to me real close. Now we finna get into it. When a bitch don't like you and they don't really fuck with you, it ain't too much you can do right. And I don't give a damn how nice you think you are, how Christian you think you are, how real you think you are, how patient, how graceful you think you are, how much tenderness, how much care, how much ease you think you've shown. You'll never be able to do anything right. Now she's okay, follow this. This started since episode 1. Episode 4, Kenya is now hugging you, touching you, coming in closer, right? Keep in mind, Brit been talking about Kenya behind the scenes like a dog, right? Hypersensitivity, and want a hug from a hoe that she don't like. Make it make sense. Been talking about Kenya like a dog to her family that come over for dinner, to her husband, to her friends, but begging for a hug. Does it make sense? No. Hypersensitivity, personality disorder, something, the lights are on, but nobody's home. Who wants a hug from a bitch they don't like? You get what I'm saying? Make it make sense. You can't do right by somebody who's hypersensitive to you in the first place. It's a setup. The more she encounters Kenya, the less she's able to cope with being around Kenya. So that's why you see the explosive episode. That's why you see the explosive response in their second meeting. She couldn't even get to the end of the season. This was their second time together. And the girl blew up and said, I got my pistol in my purse. Let's continue the moment. Yeah, hypersensitivity. I can't even fake it. because I don't like you anyway. And it escalated really quick because in her head, she replayed that shit over and over and over and over and over to the next meeting. And even when Kenyon leaned in and hugged her, it still wasn't good enough. You didn't hold me tight enough. You patted me. It wasn't a hug. The craziness of it all. Let me continue because I don't think y'all believe me. I really don't think y'all believe me. But hold up. Overall, the party was cute. I feel like the food looked good. The food was real good. I may have to try that place the next time I go to Atlanta. They get to a question game. Kenya received a few questions, right? I think I should play it. Did everybody see it? I just may play that clip. So Kenya received a few questions. I feel like she handled herself well based on how she can be. The third question set it off in this moment. The third question is what set it off. Brit opened a piece of paper, and the question said, Kenya, can you please speak to Brit kindly? Now, this is where I take up issue. Because Brittany immediately said, I didn't write it. Okay. Nurse Ratchet. Well, who did? Other than you, who's hypersensitive to your imaginary interactions between you and Kenya Moore? Nurse Ratchet, Norman Bates? Who wrote it? Okay, that's what I'm saying. Okay, are we really going to play that game? Come on, Brett. So Kenya was nice, and she said, the answer is yes. And yes, I can speak to everyone kindly without an attitude. Child, that wasn't good enough. Just like the hug. Remember, the hypersensitivity of it all. Brittany said, I'm talking specifically about me. Now, see, here's where you have a newbie that has made up her mind that I'm gonna knock this bitch off her throne. I'm gonna knock this veteran. I'm gonna yank this one off her broom. See, I ain't gonna worship this one like everybody else. I'm gonna be the one to take this one down. Everybody's scared of her. Everybody's scared of Kenya Moore. I ain't bowing down to no damn Kenya Moore. I'm gonna go for it. Now, you went for it. You tried it episode 1. You tried it outside. Failed. You tried to continue the bullshit in episode 1 inside the house. When you came up to Kenya and said, what'd you mean about my ring? Kenya said, let's go talk about it. Epic fail. Kenya stiff armed your ass and changed the subject. Second epic fail. Okay. You tried it again, episode 4, with the complaint about the hug. Third fail. And then you tried it again with the question, and Kenya spoke to you like a lady. That's your fourth fail. Kenya spoke to you like a lady. That wasn't good enough, so you wanted to go toe-to-toe and head on. Now, when Kenya answered her question, the girl came back and said, I have the floor. Yes, you do, ma'am. You did have the floor. That you do. But your question was directed to Kenya. And Kenya saw your ass coming a mile away. Now, she asked Kenya, y'all, this girl said, do you need to step outside and have a moment? And Kenya read her down. And Kenya said, I am the moment. Kenya let her inexperienced ass know, I am the moment. Yes, Kenya. And this is why she's on this thumbnail by herself. Do you follow me? I am the moment. She kept her voice tone low. She kept it steady. She kept it calm. She kept it player. And in that moment, you fucked around and you found out you cannot rumble with the B. We can end here. I can call it a night. We can wrap up, y'all. We can say good night. And we can say that's the end of Speed 16, Real Housewives of Atlanta, episode 4, Party in the Chat. That's it. Brit, let me say, you ain't built for this, love. Kenya snatched your motherfucking dignity right from your soul. And I'm here to tell you, you cannot rumble with the B. She snatched every ounce of self-control you had or thought you had, and that's when the hood came out. Listen to me, y'all. That's when the hood came out. Well, what have we had here? Now, listen, it's been here. See, I don't mind hood if you stand on it, but it's the mask falling out for me. It's the mask that fell straight off your face. Girl, you forgot the part that you was playing, and you forgot who the fuck you sold yourself to an ass in that casting interview, and you defaulted. You defaulted. You factory reset. Am I lying? Snatched every ounce of your dignity out your soul, and that mask fell out off, and y'all met the real Brit Eady in that moment. You cannot rumble with the likes of a Kenya Moore. Girl, she left you naked like Adam and Eve in the Garden of Eden. She left you exposed. She took every ounce of cover you thought you had, and she did it all without raising her voice and gave you a round of applause. I'm just saying, you cannot rumble with the bee. Kenya read your ass for filth without stepping out of character, not in one time. Ow, not one time. Your true colors came out and you couldn't match her in no shape, form, or fashion, like my grandma used to say. So you defaulted to factory reset and you called her a bitch and you couldn't stop. And you went on and on and on and on and on. Clock that T. Girl, you did the most. Clock that T. Kenya Moore dragged you all up and down national television by the likes of Bravo Network. Kenya Moore barely even handled you. Girl, and you broke down, girl, like a robot, girl. You broke down like 4 flat tires, girl. You couldn't even handle the likes of a Kenya Moore. Kenya Moore said, you peasant. Oh, that hit home for you. I don't know what chord she struck, but the notes is still lingering in your fucking head, and you wanted to grab your pistol out your purse. It's not funny, but I am not lying. Kenya did a number on you. And I want to know, Annie, is you okay? Annie, is you okay? Are you okay, Annie? You've been struck by Kenya Moore. Annie, is you okay? Are you okay, Annie? Kenya Moore did her thing. You remember when Nene Leakes interview with Carlos King? He said, why do you feel like Kenya ain't reading? Nene say, put her up against somebody to read. It'll come out. Thank you, Nene. Thank you. Like clockwork, Kenya defaulted to who she can be, and Brit collapsed. I'm sorry, y'all. I am still clutching my pearls. Y'all better leave these women alone. Girl, you did the most. Now you can skedaddle. I told y'all, leave these women alone. You think that you can take because you used to being the aggressor in most of your confrontations. Listen, stay your weak asses in a child's place. Stay your weak ass in a child's place, Brit Eady. And I'm not speaking to the chronological order. I'm speaking to your emotional state. Girl, your reaction says that you're at the wrong table. Bye, kiddo. Bye, kiddo. You know you lost that fight. So you take your ass home and you take that L like a big girl. Kenya ain't worried about you. Loud, insecure. Every woman on that cast in their confessional said, she's doing the most. They ain't even used to that, y'all. Now, you know it's bad when every single person agrees with Kenya Moore like, ooh, baby, this ain't what we do. Ooh, Brit is doing the most. And they looking like, talking about you had your pistol and let you call your husband. Kenya wasn't a threat to you. Kenya handled you like a baby. She showed you grace. She anointed you with her oil. Her cup runneth over at the table that you were not prepared to sit at. You did all that for the camera and still had your ass handed to you. Now, that's how you put a bitch in her place, respectfully, y'all. Kenya Moore did the least, and this peasant lost her mind. She told you, don't come for her. And you should not have, because she never sent for you, okay? She never sent for you. She didn't ask for you. And you came for her, and you got your young ass handed to you. And as a matter of fact, you really ain't that young. Y'all, let me talk my shit tonight. Y'all better quit trying to run up on us OGs, because you think you got hands and you carry a pistol in your purse, you will get your ass handed to you intellectually. Now, Kenya said, "Gone on now, gone on." She tried to give you grace. She tried to let you calm down and simmer down. That wasn't good enough. You can't whoop everybody. My grandma used to say, "Baby, you can't whoop everybody." And it's the ones that's quiet that you need to watch that ain't saying shit back sometimes. It's the ones that say, "No, I don't want to do that with you. Don't do that." No, I of course I can be nice to everybody. Of course I can be respectful to everybody without attitude. I'm trying here. I really don't want to embarrass you in your own fight. I really don't want to snatch every ounce of the 2 edges you have left, but I will if I have to. I'm not going to say that because we're ladies, right? But don't you ever run up on me and think that I won't DDT your motherfucking ass in front of your friends, and I can do it without even touching you. Now clock that T. And that's what Kenya Moore did, and that's what she done. And Brit effed around and found out. And with that being said, give me a second. Hold on, y'all. Because it's party in the chat tonight. Now, we coming hard over here in the palace. Now, I'm going to let y'all read down if you want to. But I'm just saying, you fuck around and you find out. Because sometimes you just might get what you looking for. And Brit ran up and she got done up. You run up, you get done up. That was a one-hitter quitter. Kenya Moore knocked your ass out. And you woke up talking about, "Give me my purse with my pistol." And ain't nobody even hit you, girl. She didn't lay not one hand on you, and you looking for your pistol. Oh, let me go to commercial. She didn't lay not one hand, but it felt like it did, huh? That Holy Ghost came through and laid you out. You thought you got hit.
Bro, I don't want to talk about it.
You just said I'm gonna talk about
Kill
it.
it. I get angry. Bro, I don't want to.
She thought Kenya swung on her, y'all. She thought Kenya swung on her. She was looking for her pistol. She thought she was in a fist fight. Baby, she thought the rapture had came. But listen, let me go to my super chats, y'all. Let me give y'all a little break because I don't want to go in on the girl too hard. But she brought that on herself. I'm sorry. Give me 1 second.
Money comes to me, flowing effortlessly. Money comes to me, comes to me. Money comes to me, flowing effortlessly. Money comes to me. Money.
The one, and not one time, didn't even lay a finger on her. Y'all better leave folks alone around here that be trying to exercise restraint. Y'all better leave folks around. Because listen, you might not be the only crazy motherfucker up in there. When crazy meet crazy, you be like, "Oh, that's why they was quiet." Maybe. I'm just saying. Money comes to me, flowing effortlessly. Listen, we having a good time tonight. Thank you, Sexy Diva, for rolling up in the palace, dropping a 10-piece in a pepper. She says, "Brit needs to go." I have to agree. I like a good fight. I like a good tussle verbally. But when you start talking about weapons, like Kenya says, she's not bulletproof. She's a mother with a young child. It's not cool. It's not fair. It's just, I don't like it. I don't want that for nobody on reality television, period, point blank. Denise, a.k.a. 1908, we appreciate you, Queen, pulling up like you always do, always giving something to somebody else. So if you just got notified that you received a membership to the palace, thank Denise. She did that for you. Leo Queen Tony with a 5-piece and a pepper says, "A scheme Todd set up. Brit acting like how Destiny was with Mel." I don't know. Because listen, let me tell you why I say that. I'm gonna give Destiny a little credit. At least she was mourning a friendship. At least she was mourning. What the hell is Brit? Hypersensitivity. Leo, Tony came back with another 2-piece and said, "No lies told, wig snatched every ounce. Take my breath away." And Kenya did. And Kenya did just that. Welcome, Janae. What are your thoughts?
First of all, hi Queen, how you doing? How's everybody doing tonight?
Good.
The first issue I have is the lack of discipline towards certain people. Shame on Andy for coming for Kenya's neck, and this girl deliberately, like, openly threatened Kenya on camera. in front of multiple witnesses. Let's start there. Andy does not care about the safety of Black women mentally or physically, because there's no way that would have happened on any of the other housewife shows. And as for Kenya, she did what queens do. You play chess, not checkers. When a peasant is coming for you, you give that peasant dust. My grandmother used to say, you let a fool be a fool, because if you stoop down to that fool's level, you're no bigger than that fool.
I have
She
to
went in.
go ahead.
Go
I'm
ahead.
sorry. Go ahead. No, you
No, go
got it.
ahead,
You
Queen.
got it.
Oh no, cook, Queen. If you got something, go ahead, baby.
No, I agree with you.
Like, she's been picking at Kenya since day one. She took something that was a 5 and made it a 60. And then kept coming for her, kept talking about her, kept saying stuff. And it's like, what was your husband supposed to do anyway? So you're okay with a man trying to do something to a woman because you can't come correct and defend yourself? You gonna bring a man to a woman fight? That's what we doing?
I'm gonna
She
have to
knew what
ride.
she was. I'm sorry, Queen.
I'm gonna have to ride with you.
She knew what she was doing when she wrote that passive aggressive question. She knew what she was doing. And then how you go lie and gaslight somebody at the same damn time? That's exactly what she did. And it's like, and I'm glad Kenya paid her dust. I'm glad Kenya didn't raise her voice. I'm glad Kenya didn't become unhinged. She was just like, listen, little girl, I know what you're trying to do and you're not going to get it from me. That's what happens when an insecure little girl wants to play games with a grown woman and she got finished, Mortal Kombat style.
Period. Hiya! Thank you, Janae, for
Okay.
coming up. I appreciate you, Queen.
No problem, love.
All right, Janae's gonna drop down. Let me go to Uni Boo. Welcome, Uni Boo. You got the floor. Let her cook.
Hi, Queen. Can you hear me?
Yep, I got you. I'm just on mute, so I won't have no background. I got you. How you doing?
I'm good. But I think yeah, I agree with the picture. I think Kenya Moore did her thing. I never seen it for bootleg Nicki Minaj. That's what she remind me of. I don't know how you sound so damn nasal. And you starting, she's giving me desperate, destitute. I've never been loved in my life. I've never got chosen. Um, you know, single white female obsession. Hugh Mariah Carey. Like how you that press to be somebody's friend. Like the girl have more, interaction with you than Drew. She gave Drew an air kiss. She actually touched you. Like you giving me, I've never been chosen. I was like, why are you starting stuff? I feel like someone probably got in her ears and say, if you want to stay on the show, you want to make your moment, go after Kenya Moore. But I'm gonna need you to have two brain cell that works, boo boo. It has to make sense. It look forced. It look desperate. It look trying too hard. It look like you just want a moment. You're a fan and you want to put your space or you want to make your mark in the show, and that's not how it goes. It has to make sense. And then the fact that she's like, oh, my husband, your husband that's down in the basement waiting to come out, that's that husband you're talking about. It's not a flex, boo-boo. He can be your husband and somebody else's boyfriend. It's not a flex. And then she get on my nerve. It's like you're so desperate to be somebody's friend. Or I'm talking about me. No, she answer your question. I can talk nice to you, just I've been talking nice to you, and I can talk nice with everybody else. I was like, man, she get on my nerve. And she gonna be like, well, I got my pistol. Okay, go to jail. But I
Period.
digress.
Thank you. No, thank you for coming up, Uni Boo. We appreciate you, Queen. You know we love you around here. All right, I'm gonna
Thank
drop.
you.
You're welcome. I'm gonna drop Uni Boo down and welcome Simone Wealthy. You got the floor, girl. What? Listen. What are your thoughts?
Good good evening, first of all. Um, Kenya Summer Moore. She handled it very well, but I think it kicked in for her. She paid her dust once they had walked up towards the door. Kenya was scared, and rightfully so. Look at her body language. She's paying her dust, but she's listening to every word she's saying. She is referencing Drew to come over to her so they can talk outside or something. She was scared. What I'm assuming was her car service was not there, or maybe was en route. So she was nervous. This girl kept referencing pistol. Anyone who's been in a situation like that, when someone's that hype, and especially if you know where it stemmed from nothing, that would give anyone pause. The ladies were trying to play it off, but that Brit was unhinged, and it just never made sense. I don't care if a producer got in her ear. She handled that. She went someplace else with it, but I felt bad for Kenya in that moment, because anything, I mean, I've been in a situation like that. It is scary as F, okay? You don't know what this person may do. And it didn't appear to be any security, like you said, Kelly, referenced security. She was trying to make light of it, but she was looking around for security because shit, she's been in this position because of her current, or hopefully ex-husband by now. So to me, Bravo failed everyone. Brit put everyone's life in danger. Everyone who was around, not only Kenya, because she pow pows don't have the things that go in them, that no one's names are on those. Anything can happen. It's a shame that she was able to continue the rest of the season. When Kenya left, she should have been shown the door as well. I get, we can speak on the other stuff later, but this was, it was sad. It was very sad to see how Kenya just really, I just felt for her. She to me, she looked very scared, and again, rightfully so. I don't really have too much more, because it's just it was crazy just looking at that whole thing. That bitch is ghetto. That bitch don't deserve to be on nobody's TV. I think she's an ATL scammer. I think she's part of that whole crew down there that does that shit. She has it written all over her. Her and that cockeyed husband of hers. That's
Ah,
all.
I see. Kel said, look, Kel says, and if you know where the venue is, it's not the best part of town. So the vibes were already off and dangerous. They said that.
Yes.
They said that when they
Yes.
got there. They said that when they got there. And let me say this real quick. I'm gonna mute you up just for a second, Simone. Come off mute if you want to talk, okay?
Okay. Okay.
It's okay to be scared, ladies. Shit, we not super women. People start talking about pistols in their purses. It's okay to be scared if that's not your lifestyle. Kenya should have been scared. She's a lady. And you could tell she was nervous. She was unsure. She was extremely uncomfortable. You know why? Because that's not what they are accustomed to at all in that environment. She showed up to work with somebody threatening to go in their purse and pull a pistol. And that girl was so fixated on her. So Kenya didn't know what she was walking out that door into, with no protection, no security on hand. Bravo dropped the ball, and Brit made it very clear. And she said the whip. So Kenya, if you're ever in that situation and you find yourself with people threatening, Kenya did the right thing. Go back and watch it. That should be the perfect training one-on-one, how to de-escalate and get the hell out of Dodge.
Absolutely.
Period.
Absolutely. She did the exact right thing. You be quiet. You don't go engage with them. Don't go back and
At
forth.
all.
You do what, everything that she did right. So I felt for her, because I've been in a situation like that. It is scary as F. You just don't freaking know, until you can get away from that situation. So hats off to her. They deserve to pay her. Even if they don't bring her back, they need to pay her full salary. I don't give a damn, because that shit right there, that was crazy. Crazy. And
I have to
honestly,
agree.
I'm kind of surprised they even allowed it to air. They should have scrapped all of
Maybe
that.
they needed to. I think it could be the legality of it all. Let's let it air so that we can have it out there and document it to be able to come back and deal with Brittany if they deal with her. If they deal with her and she don't come back next season, I understand the move. I understand the
Mhm.
play. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I understand it, but looking at how outraged everyone is right now, they need to erase her scenes. They need to go ahead and re-edit some of this stuff to cancel her out of all the scenes. I don't want to see her ass no more. I don't want
All
to see
right.
her husband, or her sister.
Let me go to Lala. Lala, catch up with Lala. Welcome. She came out of hiding, baby.
Hello, Queen Sheba.
Well, hello, darling.
Hi. You know I missed you, Queen. I missed the palace.
Welcome back. So, what are your thoughts? Did you
Okay, so
watch the
listen.
episode?
Listen, I agree with you. Okay, but I'll be honest, I'm not Team Kenya. I am in certain parts, but I ain't team 12. I'm sorry. I'm team nobody. Okay. The
Okay.
reason being, two wrongs don't make a right. And Kenya did look scared to me. Simone is 100%. Hey, Simone, she's 100% right. Kenya looked scared. And she had
Hey, La.
every right to be scared because I'm sorry. You threatening me. First of all, if I don't see security and you're threatening me, best believe I'm texting my group. I'm texting my goons. I'm texting my family. I'm texting my brothers, uncles, you name it. I'm texting them because you're threatening me with a gun and a whip. And you thought, where's my husband? Where's my husband? What's your husband going to do? And why are you
Okay.
threatening a man on a woman? What are you doing here? And I feel like you said, Queen, you just said something a minute ago. You said legality, maybe they had to show it. I feel like they showed it to show both sides of the story. And maybe this is the opening for Kenya to come back next season. Because I don't think she was fired. I think they, they came to conclusion to let her go for this season. But showing this shows that she does have a right to come back. Either they keep both of them on that show or they both deserve to be fired. Because there's no excuse to what Kenya did to that woman. There's none for it. However, there's no excuse for what this Brit lady did as well. Threatening that kind of behavior not once but twice and talking about, I'm going to get my husband. What's your husband going to do? I thought that was very dangerous to threaten a man on a woman for
Yep.
what? For what? I wish your man would, because I'm the type of person I would drag you and your man to the nearest police station and I would sue. Kenya, instead of doing what she did, should have sued her ass and got her for threatening behavior, got her, restraining order against her so she didn't have to film at all. I think Kenya did drop the ball, what she did with her. I do believe that. However, this Kelly chick is very unhinged, very unwell, and she deserves to be in a psych ward to be assessed because someone calling you a peasant who sets you off to the point you threatening guns and no, sorry,
Yeah.
Queen, a pistol and a whip. I wish you would whip me. And Queen, you said something earlier. I don't think I could do a whip, right? Listen, I've been whipped when I was a child. Well,
Wow.
not really with a big whip, but you know what I mean. We got whipped when we were younger. I would have kicked her in her bloody face. Okay, I would have kicked her in her bloody face before she raised that whip and whipped her back. Cause one thing I know, you touch me, I'ma touch you back. There's levels to this, and she ain't ready. She should never been in the show. And I'm sorry, why are people not cycle evaluation being done on them? Like, why are they not being assessed before they go on these type of shows to see if they're capable, if they're normal? Why can't we get normal human beings? Why are we getting ratchet ass, ghetto ass chick like that on the show
Mm.
to go up against Kenya? Kenya's an OG. Am I a fan? Not really, but I can respect her. I respect her game, what she's been doing on the show. Why are you bringing fans on the show? That's what I want to know. And unhinged fans that think they make up things in their head and think it's real. Come on now. That's just my stance anyway,
No,
Queen.
thank you. Thank you, Lala. I
Thank you for
appreciate
having
you.
me.
Thank you for coming up. Thank
Thank
you.
you, Queen. Bye.
I'm gonna, you know what? I'm gonna have to listen. Lala said something. Listen, y'all, when was the last time you heard somebody threaten to pull out a whip and
Mm,
whip you? I,
mhm.
I ain't gonna lie, that would fuck me up. I would hush.
Exactly. Exactly. My ass would have ran down to the courthouse the very next day and got a restraining order on that bitch.
Yeah.
She has the evidence, she has the witnesses. I would have got a restraining order on her. You threatened to pull a pistol multiple times over what?
No, but
Over
that
what?
whip. Girl, I'm still stuck on the whip. Let me go to
Yeah,
Miss Texas
all
Cannon.
of
Shit.
it. All of it. Shit. Look at that green screen when Brit is talking about her ring and the whole made up beef between Kenya asking about the bands and all that crap. And she shows the ring on camera. And the way she looks at the camera, Go back and just look in her eyes. She ain't
Okay.
all there. She ain't all there. Something is deep going on with her. And the way she
Baby,
shows
that's
the
what I'm trying to
ring
tell you. When
and
she
cocks
said
her
whip,
head and cocks that head, something wrong. Them eyes tell the
listen,
story.
whip. We can stop there. Whip. Texas Cannon, welcome. Let's whip it,
Hello.
baby. Hey, you got the
Hey.
floor.
Hey, Palace. Okay, so I thought this episode was a 10. I thought Kenya did kind of carry the majority of this episode because she pretty much was the subject of the episode because she was asked so many questions at the table. I do believe Brit wanted a moment with Kenya. For some reason, I don't know if she's obsessed with Kenya, but she wants some sort of acknowledgement, from Kenya. She needs Kenya to acknowledge her for some reason. And I don't know if she felt that she wanted to be better than Kenya, like I'm on the show as well, or I'm married, maybe have a one-up on her. But I do remember Brit mentioning, since she's having these problems connecting with Kenya, that, she had problems in high school with girls. I don't know if you remember in the episode, she said, I don't know if she said her sister would come up to the school whenever she had issues, but she mentioned something to the effect that, she was having issues with the girls when she was 16. And I do recall you last week, I think you were questioning, like, why was she on videos, a video girl at 16 in high school? But I think Brit probably is going to get more than what she wanted or she anticipated from Kenya. I don't think she is ready for reality TV. Just like you stated, she's not ready for it. She can't take the sayings. Kenya didn't say anything wrong other than you're a peasant. She could have came back. You got to be witty. You've got to be witty. The show's been on for 16 years. You have plenty of time to kind of get your act together. But I know I heard her say, I have my pistol. Where, I got my pistol. She don't know. And I agree. Everybody was taken aback. I was taken aback. I was like, what is she talking about? Why is she going off the rails behind her, calling her a pistol? You would think she called her a hoe, and she didn't. So I just think Brittany is, like everybody has said, something is wrong with her. And I guess we just gonna see. I hate this for Kenya because I feel like Kenya and Kelly really had a good conversation at the dinner when she was saying that she spent all her money and she invested so much into the spa. So I would have loved to hear more about that. And this might have derailed her for a little bit.
I agree. Thank you, Miss Texas Cannon. We appreciate you, Queen. All right, let me go to the next person. Janae, I know you came back and spun the block. Let's try to keep it to 60 seconds, ladies. Janae, you came back. What you got?
I just, in this situation, Atlanta met Detroit. Okay, if anybody knows about Detroit, like I know about Detroit, people up there take them kind of threats very seriously. And for you to threaten this woman in front of all these women, it's bad when your own bestie Kelly didn't back her up. Like, even Kelly was like, okay, you doing too much. And like Lala said, they need to start doing psychological evaluations on these people because it has gone way too dark and way too far. And that's what I got to touch on that because it's really gone too far.
All
And
right. Go ahead.
And the fact that Kenya got punished and she pretty much just got a free pass, I didn't like that. She should have got the same punishment as Kenya.
I agree. And that's Janae, everybody. Let me say this. Kelly was scared too. And I'm going to get into that tomorrow.
Yep.
I'm going to get into that tomorrow. Kelly was scared. All of those women joked and played it off because they realized it was a very tense situation. And if you're smart, if you're street savvy, you can't meet You push somebody, if you push, they'll push back. So everybody kind of was hands off. But when Kelly flashed that flashlight to get that man to come in there, she didn't want to be around that. But she knew she needed to do enough so that girl wouldn't go in that purse and pull that out.
Yes.
Nobody was willing to find out how far it could go. So I applaud the women, the cast of the Real Housewives of Atlanta. I applaud Porsha for saying get in the car. I applaud for them for just kind of go along and continue to make everything seem as normal as possible. Brit is a menace to the cast. Nobody could calm her down. She escalated for no reason. She does not deserve to be there, period, point blank. I don't want to see it on the screen. That's it. That's all. I do believe this may work out in Kenya's favor. I don't know the background conversations that Bravo is having or have had with her, and they may have told her, you got to let it play out. There are legalities with all of this, and we don't know everything, right? We don't know how the edits go. And Bravo has to play their cards too. You know what I'm saying? Maybe this is one of those things that they had to play so they can walk her ass right on off that show. And I don't know. I'm just saying. But I do applaud those beautiful Black women for all coming together and making sure that Kenya was taken care of. Period, point blank, on camera.
Yeah, I agree. I agree because that was so scary.
That was. Leo Queen, thank you for the 2-piece. She says, no lies told, wig snatch. Listen. Kenya was doing her job. Porsha was doing her job. Oh, let me read it. Nina says, can we all agree that Kenya was being super messy? Absolutely. That's what they're there for. So now we can't be messy. Now we can't. That's what they do. Right?
Super messy. The hell was she?
How? I'm confused.
How was she super messy?
Brit was antagonizing her the moment she came in the door.
Thank you. Sorry, Queen.
Oh, okay. Nina says, she's talking about Kenya was being petty about old girl's ring. I don't think so. I think I think she's an intellect. I think she's asking questions because she technically didn't know. See, that's where that emotional level of maturity come in, where you understand the dig from just a genuine question. But if you walk around offended 24/7 by each and everything that somebody said, you're going to always pop off. And Brit seems to be a live wire.
Yes.
But I mean, Queen, that was a legitimate question. She had no band on. She just had an engagement ring. So if I just see a ring like that, I'm going to assume that you're engaged, not married.
Right. But see, when you dealing with a particular demographic, it take them weeks to realize, oh. See, that's why sometimes I don't know if I like the mix of the ages. Because at some point we you get what I'm saying, y'all? You gotta be
what you're saying.
No. But you know what, Queen? This situation takes me back to the question you asked a long time ago. What's your number to do this kind of stuff?
Mm-hmm.
So what was Brit's number? Because she's acting a fool.
I don't think Brit has a number. She ain't been around long enough to establish a number. I think it's just notoriety. Somebody else said it. And Lala, I want to get your thoughts. Somebody else said it, and I'm going to have to ride with them. They feel like she's a part of that big scamming group in Atlanta. She just very well may be. I don't know. What are your thoughts, Lala?
I agree with you. She ain't got a number. You just started yesterday. Where you get a number from?
Exactly.
She ain't got a number. But I think she thought it was like slick, you know what I mean? Like, I'm about that life. I got a whip. I got a gun. Whatever she was trying to say, it wasn't giving what she thought it was giving. And she thought the rest of the ladies would be like, "Ooh, look at you." No, you're threatening someone's life. That's nothing to joke about.
Yeah.
There ain't no games. Like, people get done up out here for threatening, just threatening. Come on now.
Okay, Ashley B says, but Kenya was fired because of revenge piece. So if you guys giving her a pass, then everyone else should, correct? No, you see, you trying to weave in Love and Married Tons, but we're not doing that tonight. We're talking about the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Wrong is wrong, period, point blank. I think, what you mean?
Can I answer that, Queen?
Yeah.
I said it from the beginning that what Kenya did to that woman doesn't make her right. 2 wrongs don't make her right. But at the end of the day, you threatening me, you get what you get. Kenya was not right. No one's giving her a pass. So I don't understand where you're coming from with that. We ain't giving no one a pass for revenge P. However, That woman threatened her life, so that's where she retaliated. You can't tell people how to retaliate when you threaten their life.
Thank you.
Okay? So I won't do that. Kenya right? No. Is Kelly right? No. But they did what they did, and the response is what she got. It is what it is. They both should be fired. Why they're both on there? One threatened a life, another one put revenge P. They both should be fired.
Carla, thank you, Lala. Carla says maybe this is an opportunity for Brit to get help. I don't care. Let me say this, Carla. It's not that I'm not telling you that. See, I don't like living that hard. I don't believe you let a bitch crash out on you that hard just to get her help.
Hell no.
You can't practice on me. Go give PTSD to somebody else. Get help before you come here. Get help before you get around me. Because at that point, you can't sit next to me. If you got to practice that hard, don't let people practice on you like that. You know
ain't
what I
no
mean?
test dummy. She ain't no test dummy for her to pull out her pistol on. What the hell?
Or
You gotta
threaten
be
one. Like, oh, maybe this is
exactly.
an opportunity for her to get help. I don't care about the crash outs. I don't. We be focused too much on the negativity, the negative ones, and getting them help. But you what we fail to really consider, because we want Black women to be so resilient of the damage that they do along the way to the other Black women.
Thank you.
So I don't really care about the crash outs, because once you say you got that whip, Kenya, you put Kenya in a different state of mind now about how she comes to work. She's never been threatened like that before. So you've just completely changed her security, her psychological safety at work. You see what I'm saying? That's why I say I don't care about the crash out. Welcome, Stephanie. You have the floor. What do
Hey,
you thought?
Queen. How are you?
Hey.
Well, I just got something quick to say. Man, I never been a Kenya fan, but I'm riding behind the twirl because this girl here, she can't come in and take over. We need Sheree or Marlo to put her in her place, baby. Can't none of these women take the place of the OGs. I'm telling you. This doesn't even seem like Atlanta. It seemed like Love and Hip Hop.
Mm.
I'm serious. I feel that way. I'm riding hard with Kenya. I want her to get her job back. I think they need more OGs, in the mix, and they can have like 2 new ones. Then we'll have a show. But you can't start no Atlanta that's been around for 16 years and the fans are used to, our people. And then you take all of them away and then you bring back Portia and then Phaedra did some dirty stuff too. But then you still riding hard for Phaedra, making sure she had a job. So wait a minute, was the Phaedra stuff worse than what Kenya did? Make it make sense.
All right. Well, thank you for coming up, Stephanie. I appreciate you,
Okay.
Queen.
All right. I appreciate you, Queen. I love listening to you. You have a blessed one. All right.
Thank you for popping up.
All right.
All right, that's Stephanie, everybody. She's gonna come back and join the party in the chat. Samantha Elvie says, I asked, hold on. Samantha Elvie says, laughing my ass off. I asked someone one time the same question, almost got cussed out of when people wear the band in front of the ring. That's just too much sensitivity. You know what I mean? It's just too much sensitivity. Everybody want to be offended these days. Everybody want to be offended. If you're on a public platform, grow a fucking spine. How about that?
Facts.
Who's getting I mean, I guess I don't understand the whole offense, even if we take the players out. If you're trying to get clarity, you're going to ask a question because maybe people don't know. Hell, I didn't know because it was confusing when she was trying to explain the whole ring situation. What the hell?
It's like, did you not know you auditioned for the Real Housewives of Atlanta? What you mean? This ain't Hollywood. Hold on, girl, do you not know what they do over here? So wait a minute. You didn't know you was about to step on a reality show full of vets that can read down to the ground. Like, okay. So you didn't know you were on a reality show. You didn't think you going at Kenya Moore would not. Maybe I thought she would give you more than that sooner, but she didn't. She didn't come on there with that kind of energy. Are you really shocked? So your expectations are completely unrealistic. You're not a good fit. You're not even ready. You're not even in the right head space to play the game. That's it. That's it. It's just crazy to me. I had to come in and tear this one up. The episode was good. The episode was good.
It was. I love everything about the whole episode. I love the conflict resolution. I got here late, so you may have already discussed it, but between Shamea and Angela, bringing the olive branch
No,
and the
I didn't
olive
talk about it.
oil.
I will tomorrow though.
Oh, okay, okay.
No, keep going. I'm gonna talk
Well,
about it tomorrow.
I love the conflict resolution. They had their conflict. They went back and forth, but they came back together. They both, Shamia apologized and they moved forward. So, it's a new, a new, hopefully they can get a little bit closer and get to know each other a little bit better without the tension. Um, to me, it's the slow build up of showing Portia's true colors. The whole song situation, that was very telling. But I just love the whole episode. I don't know. I'm outside of Brit. I'm welcome to see what the other lady's going to offer. And Drew, I'm just and Brit and Drew. I'm tired of both of them. Drew is just too damn annoying. But it was a solid episode, a very solid episode.
I agree. And tonight I just wanted to focus on Kenya, and just give her flowers because I know they're gonna probably wean her off after next week, just because of everything. But I was
Yeah.
like, hell no, we finna go in over here tonight. We gonna acknowledge, that she served up this episode. She put money in everybody's pocket tonight, and I had to give Angela an honorable mention from throwing the party so that shit could get started and get popped off. El Ren, thank you for the 5-piece and a pepper. She says it's Candace versus Mo and Wendy versus Mia all over again. When they are pressed and can't take that mouth and quick wit, they resort to violence. Simple minded. Listen. Kenya didn't even do that much. Let's just say that. Kenya all the way over. Kenya could have ice skated on her ass and didn't. And I applaud her for that. She handled her with care compared to what she could have done and should have done after all of the poking and prodding. That girl was trying to get a moment with Kenya Moore on camera since day one. Since day one. She wanted and needed a moment. To me, you came in with an agenda to take down Kenya Moore. That's not your calling, boo-boo. God didn't anoint your head with oil to do that. And that's why you got red fulfilled. Period, point blank. With that being said, thank you, ladies, for coming up. I appreciate the panel tonight. Y'all rock. That's Monday night party in the chat. I don't want to keep y'all too late because I know everybody got to get up and go to bed.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you for having me, Queen.
Thank you.
Thank you, Queen. I appreciate it.
Hello.
Thank you, y'all. Thank you for coming up. Thank you for pulling up. Thank you to all my Twitter peeps that are tuned in. It's been a hell of a conversation. That's it. That's all. Tomorrow morning, meet me in the chat. Y'all, we talking. Bozama versus Garcelle. We going there tomorrow. I'm going to break it down for y'all. I'm going to break it down because a lot of y'all pissed off. A lot of y'all are pissed off about it, but we gonna be back tomorrow morning. We gonna talk about the black code of it all, y'all. Whose black card are you snatching? You may be surprised. You may be
cannot wait,
surprised.
Queen
Huh?
Sheba. I cannot wait. I have been waiting to discuss this. I wanted to do something on it. Listen, me and you might not be on the same team, Queen
That's
Sheba.
okay. Bye-bye. We might be on opposing teams tomorrow. Oh, it's gonna be good.
But I'm excited.
All right. So look, okay, pull up tomorrow. We're gonna talk about it. Set your alarms. We go in there. Cause a lot of y'all ain't really feeling Bose. A lot of y'all are Team Garcelle and this and this and that. And black girls should stick together. Should they? Should.
Yeah. Yeah.
At all
Yeah.
costs?
Yes, we should.
At all costs?
Yeah, especially when it's one is
Yeah.
a Zionist and the other one is a weirdo. I think you should.
But do we?
We don't, but we should.
Okay. Now
No,
we
we
can right
don't.
there.
No, we
We
don't.
don't.
Unfortunately,
We don't.
Unfortunately, we don't.
But Queen, I want to tell you, in Louisiana this weekend, all of us went to vote, and it was amazing. It was like when Obama was president. Everybody went to vote, and we won. So it's just one, it's almost, we're excited. If we keep getting together, we can accomplish things.
I mean, it sounds good. It sounds good. It sounds like a fairy. It sounds like a great, what do y'all call it? Before you go to bed, them stories you read them
Fairy
week.
tale.
The fairy tale.
Bedtime stories.
I mean, but we all went together. I'm gonna be honest with you. On this
Listen,
little kind of elections, I don't vote.
it
And
sound good. I'm trying to look, Stephanie. I'm trying to keep you on on topic. It
I
sounds
know what you're
good.
doing. I know, but I just was showing that as like an example.
Okay.
I don't even want to get into that. Lord Jesus, I just made the sign of the cross. I don't even want to get into that. Mm-mm.
Uh, it sound good, but we gonna get into it tomorrow. We gonna let have tomorrow, honey. We going in. Sugar pie, honey pie. Welcome.
Hey,
Hey,
Queen.
sugar.
Hey.
Hey, Lala. Hey, Palace.
Hey, Quinn.
I'm
Hey.
sorry, I'm on grandbaby duty, so I try to jump up here because I just want to say, honey, I am not team twirl. Okay, let's keep it
Okay,
real.
you talking about you team nobody.
Let's keep it real. Let's just bust it down real quick, and I'm gonna just be 60 seconds. First of all, I do agree that Brit had it out for Kenya from the beginning. All 4 episodes, I totally agree with that. But both those heifers ain't shit. And the reason why I'm saying that is because the way she came at Kenya, the way Kenya handled herself, we already know she a type. We know this is what she tried to do. But nothing justified her from coming back or getting her lick back at another woman on a sexual level. Like, to me, when she threatened her or whatever with this pistol and whip and all that, Brit should have been fired right then and there. That would have been all the ammunition that Kenya needed. She didn't even have to come back. So for me, I can't take Kenya seriously, because if you really felt like you were threatened or felt that way or felt you wanted to get your lick back, you wouldn't have concocted up something that happened at your business. Let me tell you something. You don't let nobody stop your paper. You don't let no anger. You don't let no hate. You don't let the haters, nothing stop your paper. You do not do a grand opening and then this is what you want to display. So it counteracts what Kenya's saying anyway, because why would you do that? That doesn't even make any sense logically to me. So that's all I'm saying. Both of them need to be fired. I'm not going to give her grace because Kenya always come with the bullshit. Maybe it's her karma. Maybe it's just somebody coming back, giving her the same salacious, low down, dirty, work that she did in her career as an Atlanta peach. Okay. So that's all I got to say. I'm team nobody. Fire both them
Okay.
bitches.
Oh, hold on now. Hold on. The chat coming. Hold on. Let me read. The one says Kenya should have never been placed in that predicament. I have to agree. Let's pause there. I
I
have
agree.
to agree with you, Sugar. No
I
matter
agree.
what team. Okay. Bravo dropped the ball right there when they didn't see it. When they didn't deem Kenya or the rest of the cast important enough to take it serious. Number one. Number two, I'm gonna agree with you. Ain't nobody fucking up my coin. That was
Period.
now that makes me think. I can't help but to think maybe if Bravo showed the scenes out of order and maybe the cry with Kelly was filmed after the incident with Brit. I wonder. And they just put it, sometimes they do play scenes out of order. Now you
Mm-hmm.
got me thinking about that. I can understand her wanting to get her lick back.
Yeah.
Does it make do two wrongs make a right? No.
No.
No, but I can understand her wanting to get her look back. Would I have done that like that? Probably not. Probably not. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But at this point, fuck it. If a bitch can say she can pull a gun on me, then I'm going balls to the wall. So I can understand her going that far since Bravo letting pistols and purses slide. Does that make sense?
But no, not to that. I wouldn't. What I'm trying to say is, but in my character, I can go low. But Kenya, come on, let's keep it real. Kenya know how to go head to head with the dialogue, with the shade. You just saw how she just shut her down right there. That's what Kenya do. I don't think that she even would. I don't think Kenya. The thought to me, for her to even concoct that's what she wanted to do, it makes no logic. It makes no sense to me. At your grand opening, like your business, you brought the bullshit to your business. Nah. Y'all
Well, I
gotta go
think
deeper than
Bravo
that.
introduced a different element.
Queen Sheba, just hear me out. Why would you bring the BS to your business? I'm not saying she not wrong for wanting to get a lick back or come back, because I mean that's how they tangle, right? But for you to do that at your whole business, how do that make sense to anybody? Like, I don't know why I am never going to jeopardize my business for some BS.
I
Streets
wouldn't
need to
do
be
it.
handled on the streets. You don't bring that to your business.
I wouldn't do it to my business, right?
I
But
agree.
I also wouldn't tell another woman I got in my purse because she read me for filth.
No, what I'm saying is I agree with you, Simone, all y'all. It should have stopped there. It should have stopped there. I agree. Like, I'm talking about, if I was Kenya, I would have took it corporate. Like, right there. That was a violation. You understand what I'm saying? I think people let things grow legs when because you can't say that it wasn't no anger on Kenya part. But what I'm saying, she had all the ammunition to shut it down just by that. This chat talking about a whip. A whip. Girl, who you talking to? Kenya did not respond to her because she knew she was dealing with somebody that was unhinged. She don't know that woman. She don't know what she got in her purse. She yelling all this stuff out. At that point, I would have took it to court. I would have been like, no. Like, y'all crossing the line, and I would have dead it right then and there. It wouldn't have had to go to another scene with her in my presence or something like that. She wouldn't have been in my presence no more. I would have just locked it down right then and there.
Well,
That's
see,
all I'm saying.
I think
Like,
what
these
we're
are 50,
forgetting is
but these
Kenya's
are
upset.
50-some-year-old
Watch this.
women.
Watch this. We got okay. Let's keep it all into let's consider everything. Kenya's
Mhm,
a vet. Kenya
mhm,
showed up to work and was threatened by a pistol in the purse. I can't.
mhm.
I'm gonna keep saying it over and over. Kenya was so at this point we expect her to keep her composure. I don't expect nobody. I'm not justifying it. And I wouldn't do. I don't know. I hope I wouldn't do no stupid stuff at my place of business that I've worked hard for. But at this point, when somebody introduces an element of surprise, I got this in my purse where my husband at, and I got my whip, and I'm gonna do this. So King is a vet. Watch this. I didn't renege on my invitation to you because this is what we do. But that okay, Bravo, you're not gonna protect me. You're not gonna do this for me. I got you.
Mhm,
Kenya more hair care, just like she did with Marlo's thing with the marching band. I'm
mhm.
gonna march your bitch ass right down to a level of embarrassment. Okay. And we just gonna go back and forth. I think at that point it became a dogfight because the rules left the door when Bravo gave the green light and that girl got to come back. That girl got to come back the next week and show up for the next scene to get paid. That's all I'm saying.
No, I understand Queen, and I understand what Sugar's saying. I agree with Sugar because you're okay to get your lick back. Get your lick back. Ken had every right to do that,
Uh-huh.
but to do it in your place of business, it just ruins your character. It ruins your business reputation. It's not a good look for you, considering what you're trying to do for your business. You're a single mother. You have a child to raise. Like, I don't feel like there was any thinking or thought process behind what Kenya was doing. Like you said, it was anger, Sugar, that was leading her to do what she did. So she
Uh-huh.
wasn't seeing what she was doing, right? But what my point is, two wrongs don't make a right. And that's what Sugar and me are trying to say. Two wrongs don't make a right, but we understand. But Kenya dropped the ball by bringing it to her place of business and jeopardizing her money. And also, Queen, you said something. This is not in sequence. I believe that if there was no uproar about this revenge P business, if it didn't get to the level it got to, I guarantee you Kenya would still be on that show today. She'll be still on there. But the reason why they fired her is because of the uproar on social media. Because Brit went hard. She got the bots involved. She got everybody involved. Like,
Mhm.
it was not right. Kenya did wrong. She had no right to release that kind of revenge plea on any woman, period, because you wouldn't want that done to you. However, I do believe if she kept quiet, this whole scenario kept quiet, Queen, Kenya will still have a job. I guarantee you. Bravo only fired her when the heat got too much for them.
Well, So here's the thing. I was like, yeah, you need to go if you did that. So we also have to consider we were only prepped for one side of the story a few weeks and months ago before this. I was like, yeah, you went too damn far, Kenya Moore. How dare you? In my head, right? But I'm glad I didn't have too much of an opinion. So now we're getting the other side of it, right? Oh shit, a gun? Listen, I'm sorry. In a perfect world, I would probably say you need to do the right thing. But when a pow pow and a pistol in the purse is introduced, all the rules are gone. I'm going to drag you for filth, and I might do it in the church if I don't do it in my place of business.
But I'm saying, right, I understand it. I'm on live. 1 second. So I understand that, but because somebody just said in the chat, I'm not saying people don't go crazy and people not allowed to feel how they feel. I'm not saying that at all. But it scares me when I see a lot of comments or whatever. This is a 50-some-year-old woman. This is a 50-some-year-old woman. And when that happened, if you felt threatened or felt really bothered by it, I understand that you have every right to react. It would have been done there. I'm not going to go back and plot. You talking that it's going down right there. It's going down right there. I'm not going to go away and plot. Everybody do things different. But what I'm saying is you have a daughter. You have a whole daughter out here. I wouldn't want my daughters to see that I put something out sexually implied or whatever on another Black woman. I wouldn't want my daughters to see that. And yeah, that's just me. But it seems like we dismiss, you know what I'm saying, certain behaviors because of anger. Just because she handled hers a different way, it's still reckless.
No, I agree. And in a perfect world, if a pistol in the purse had not been mentioned, I'm gonna ride with you into the sunset, sugar. But to me, once you see, we talk about, oh, Black women should hold it, but we ain't talking. Okay, let me just say it. Okay, you're talking that a Black woman should hold this standard and how she adheres to other Black women, but we gonna turn a blind eye to what got her triggered, to what made her react.
I'm not saying that, but who's responsible for your actions? You're the only person responsible for your actions. I'm not saying it's not wrong. You can't even stop a dude from slapping you if they want to. You can't stop somebody from doing something, but you can't control how you respond and react to it. That's always on us. That's always on us.
I just think when weapons are introduced, listen, first of all, we ain't never seen nothing like this before in reality television before. Let's just keep it real. It's never gotten to that part. So Kenya ain't the problem to me. Brit is the problem. You get what I'm saying? Because all these years with all these crazy antics, hell, Nene didn't try to spit at Kenya before. You know, we should have drug her by her hair. We ain't never seen Kenya swing on nobody. We ain't never seen Kenya try to physically hurt. She uses her words, which is what she's being paid to do. She shows up, she goes to work. You play nice, she play nice. But this level of atrocity that Brit Eady has brought to the television screen, the gloves come off at that point. That's all I'm saying. There is no standard. The gloves are coming off. And you cannot expect Kenya to be a lady to a woman that has basically indirectly threatened her life. That's all. I mean, I get what you're saying in a rational world when we're dealing with rational people. I'm not rational with crazy ass bitches. I'm not going to be. Either they got to go or I got to go.
But it didn't happen at her place of business, so why bring it there? Like,
that's what she chose to do. Unfortunately, that's what she chose to do. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's just kind of like she chose. She's like, you know what? And I'm not justifying it. That's just how she chose to react. Why? I'm not sure.
Yeah, Brit need to be gone. Once that scene happened,
she needs to be gone. 100%.
She should have been out of there. So regardless what we saying, I totally agree. It was out of line. Like I said, it would have been cameras being turned off if she would have said that to me. But yeah.
I like the way the women handled it, though. I like how they all got the hell up out of there.
I do too.
What you don't want to do is go back and forth with somebody that says more than one time, I got a weapon in my purse. What's the point of going back and forth to try to see what they gonna do? You know what I mean?
You can't rationalize with crazy. And clearly,
that's exactly what I was going to say.
Oh, I'm sorry, Lala,
No,
but you
sorry, honey. Sorry.
but you can't rationalize with crazy and you can't argue with stupid. And if you see somebody that's gotten to that level and they keep saying it over and over again, bullets don't have no name on it.
Mm-hmm.
And with all
Facts.
these mass shootings around the fucking country, you would think that Andy and Bravo would have been like, you know what? Not today, not on my watch,
Mm-hmm.
not here. I'm sorry, I live in Texas and we've had a lot over here with mass shootings. So stuff like this gets me triggered because it's like you're not just playing with your life, you playing with the lives of your staff, you're playing with the lives of the cast,
Mm-hmm.
you're playing with everybody that's involved. And to me, like you said, Queen, Portia and everybody else handled that situation the best way they knew how because all of them were scared. All of them had fear. All of them were like, okay, even Kelly, her bestie, was like, okay, I don't know what this crazy bitch gonna do. Let's roll up out of here. Good night.
I
Yeah,
mean,
and the Queen mentioned earlier that they you made a good point earlier. They look at us like, oh, this is how they get down. This is
yep.
just how they come at each other. This is just how they
Mm-hmm.
fight. Because when I'm watching the scene, it seemed like the production was just like trying to unmic her. They like, like it wasn't like that wasn't serious what she was saying. And she
I
said it on
think
camera.
I knew she was serious, but see, that's another thing. Aesthetics allow you to get away with shit that a less attractive person would be able to get away with.
Mm.
So I think in real time production was trying to catch up. Is this serious? Is this not serious? Wait a minute. Like you trying to like process all of this. You've never I'm not making excuses because they still failed. It was just a lot. And then you dealing with a crazy you don't know. Kenya's crazy. Portia's crazy. Portia fight. We gotta keep some eyes on her. Shamea is going to keep herself contained. We know Angela. Yeah, Kelly. Who else was there, y'all? That's it. It was some
Kelly,
Kelly,
Drew,
Drew. We know
Drew.
Drew ain't gonna bust a grape,
she ain't gonna
right?
bust
Drew
a
ain't gonna do
grape.
nothing.
She ain't
Period.
gonna even tear a
She ain't gonna do
nail.
nothing but eat for free.
She ain't
Yeah,
gonna even clip a
Drew gonna
nail,
eat
girl.
and lie and
Yeah.
go to the free charity parties.
Baby, Drew gonna get out the way. Drew ain't
Or
gonna do
slide
nothing.
somebody another dusty wig under the table.
I think Bravo probably had to go back and dig through the archives to play that shit for themselves because they shoot so many hours of footage. If you really understand how it works, they probably didn't believe Kenya because Portia didn't even hear it. Portia said, yes, she was doing the most. You get what I'm saying?
I
So,
think Portia be acting like she don't hear stuff.
mm,
Sorry, because
But y'all,
okay, so go
Portia
back and
stepped
look at
up.
it. When confrontation is happening or whatever, she'll go off in her own, oh girl, and then like talk loud like she kiki. She be knowing stuff be going on. She play dumb. I
yeah,
don't
But she
know.
yeah.
I
asked
guess
Kenya if she needed a ride.
I'm kind of like over a lot of their behavior. It's just like it's just like it's tacky, and it's just I would like to see some, like I said, I do like the way they handled it, how they was leaving out. But I just think Portia, to me, sorry Portia fans, but to me, she be playing dumb a lot. Like she don't be knowing what's going on. And because I got one of them type of friends, like girl, you know what I mean? So, because she called her, she told her to come step outside with her. And that's what Portia do, just keep volleying like she don't know what's going on.
Well, that's her character. That's what she get paid off. That's her brand.
Yeah.
Yeah, Portia's very sharp. That's
But I
her
thought
brand.
she
That's
was
that's
Kenya's
that's
friend.
kind of how she's that's a safe image for her on Bravo. It's a likable. If you understand.
Yeah.
Maybe y'all don't do you that's how she's packaged herself for Bravo.
Hmm.
Yeah, I agree,
And it
Queen.
makes her a
I
lot of
agree.
money, if that makes any sense.
I agree. But I personally just want to see black women just enjoying themselves and living their soft
Not
life.
gonna
You know what
happen.
I mean?
It's not gonna
Not gonna
happen.
happen.
Fairy tale.
Oh, I
Not
know, but
gonna
it's
happen.
so annoying. It's so annoying. I just want to see some fun. Have some
But
But
fun like the back in the
I mean,
day,
we
man.
have fun, but
I hear you, Lala. Like it
that
shouldn't be
all
always staged. and tearing each other down.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It shouldn't
Listen,
be
it ain't
she
gonna
said
happen.
this, she said that, and pow
It's just
pow and
not gonna happen.
whips and all this stuff. Like, when did we become like this? Like, what happened to
I can
the
It's
tell
love
been like
life,
you.
the
that.
car, the shopping? What happened to the men? You know what I mean? The dating life, the
Yeah,
girl
Mm-hmm.
Brit was
talk.
just a
What happened
wrong
to all of
card
that?
from the beginning.
Child, bye. Child,
Oh,
listen,
I
it
can.
ain't gonna happen.
And
It's
didn't
not gonna
Portia change
happen.
her tune later on, talking about Kenya tore her way to hell?
Huh?
Mm-hmm.
Then Portia switched sides, talking about Kenya tore her way all the way to hell.
Yes, she did. She said that. She said
So
that.
there you go. There you go.
Well,
Mm-hmm.
that's what they do with each other. Portia and Kenya go back and forth. They understand the assignment to keep the show going, to keep it
They
moving, to
do.
build up the hype. But they never, it's like a
I
little
think they
tug
got
and
love
play
for each
between them. They
other.
know how far to go with each other now. They know how
Mm-hmm.
far not to go. It's not gonna happen with black women getting along. It sounds
Mm-mm.
good. It's a lullaby. We talk that shit, but we don't walk that walk. Kenya came on to be peaceful. Brit blew up the spot. That's what I mean. It ain't gonna happen. Shamea and Portia. Portia don't want Shamea to be the leading lady. The lead got away from her. Now there's envy, jealousy. Not gonna happen. Not gonna happen.
Mm-mm.
With that being
No.
Queen,
said,
can
let
I
me let
ask
me
you something? Queen, quickly, quickly. I just want to ask you something. I heard that's a lie. I heard it from the premiere party that someone interviewed Portia, and she was, we did that for the show. We're trying to give. I don't know if that there's a footage shown, but it was. I heard that's a lie, that her and Shamia came up with this feud as a lie, as a storyline.
no, they're not getting
Mm-hmm.
along. They're not
Okay.
friends right now
Yeah,
at
they're
all.
not
Oh
getting
wow.
along. Even
Mm-hmm.
Candy had
Yeah.
interviewed her on her
Show
show.
did. Candy show said it.
Now they can't tell us why because they don't want to ruin the show, but they not there at all. But we're gonna find out why. But see, last we Portrait introduces the conflict last week, her and Mama Diane.
Oh Lord.
Okay, hold on, give me 1 second.
All right, Palace, the Super Chat Squad is in the building. We appreciate you, baby. The Super Chats are fire. Get in your bag. That's a lot of money.
All right. Thank you, Deborah AB1 for the 5-piece super sticker. We appreciate you coming through. Queen loud and proud in the palace. HB5 coming through with a 5-piece. She says, continue wearing your crown. Don't bow to the peasants. Listen, Kenya taught me a lot on this episode. I go back and forth with Kenya from season to season. Listen, when it comes to the OGs, I like them all. All right. I could be
Me
Team
too.
Candy, Team Nene, depending on how she acts, because they've earned
Yeah.
their spots. Y'all get what I'm saying? Sugar, Lala, Janae, and
Mm-hmm.
Stephanie.
Yes.
We
I can't
talking,
use Roger though. No.
but we're talking about a group of black women that have earned their keep. So I can see why people say I ain't team nobody. I'm team everybody. On this show, lead them new girls off because these women really have worked hard and earned their spots. They have given up everything, every
Say it,
details of their
Queen.
life, huh?
I say it, Queen.
That's
They
true. They showed everything.
these women have shown you divorces, their spouses dying,
Yes.
infertility issues. They've gone fight. These women have done it. They've torn it
Yes.
down, built it back up. So all of them deserve each and every dime that they make, because they've shown their lives inside out when it comes to the OGs on this show. And I think that's why people are saying, bring them back, bring them back. I don't believe I know the men are like, when you see some of the men on YouTube that say, after a while it gets boring. You're a man. You have a hard time sleeping with one person. You get bored with sleeping with one person. So I beg to differ as a woman. Women like stability. Women like to know what we're getting when we turn on the television. You get what I'm saying? I don't think we need to recycle cast over and over and over again. We don't have that kind of appetite as women. So that's why I think women content creators are just as effective and just as important to give your viewpoint because we bring a different perspective. You get what I'm saying? So I
Mm-hmm.
don't necessarily like the in and out and the switching of the cast. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Nene shot herself in the foot with Bravo. Nene shot herself in the foot because Nene didn't want to share the top spot. Nene didn't want nobody else to elevate. That's not how it works. People elevate and move around naturally. But Continue to wear your crown. Don't bow to the peasants. Boom. That's it. That's all. What are your thoughts, y'all, real quick, before I go to my last super chat?
Queen, I don't agree with that. Nene part. I'm a Nene fan through and through. I felt
I
like
know,
she had
child.
enough of
Uh-huh.
being. Listen, I'm a Nene fan. I said it. I'm a Nene fan, okay? And I think Nene had enough of them coming at her. She had enough. She was going through so much, and yet every person that was coming on that show was told to come after her, the head bitch in charge. And I didn't agree with that. I didn't agree
Mm-hmm.
with that. Nene was that show, and I wish to God they bring her back so we don't have to deal with these weird ass fans on this show, because Nene was amazing. Amazing. There's nobody that did it like her for me. That's just me. That's just my point
I
of
don't
view.
know. Nene ruined her own. Nene got to, I don't know. Nene is excellent TV. But have you
Mhm.
noticed that I'm going off topic? Nene did herself a disservice. And it's been hard for her to come out that hole ever since. And I hate
Mhm.
it for her because that's a waste of talent. Now, let Carlos King say she's only good for conflict. Okay. Now, Funky Dineva dropped that tea. I heard that interview with Raw. What's her name? Raw Ali.
Yes, I did. Yeah, Rara.
Mm-hmm.
And
Ain't that
that's her
funny?
biggest downfall, Queen, was Carlos King, and thinking that man was her friend and he's the one
I
that was
told
sending all those
y'all.
enemies against her. I felt like that's when I was like, Nene, what you doing? Why are you letting this man drive you places? Why are you acting like he's your friend when he's your biggest enemy? Because he sent all those bloody witches after her year after year.
It's
Sure
like the
did.
garden. It's the Garden of Eden. The snake. What did he do to Eve? First, he paid her a compliment.
Mhm. He made her
Mm-hmm.
bite that apple.
But he complimented her first.
Mhm.
See, I told y'all the boys stick together.
Yeah, but us girls, why we just can't stick together? We always
I don't
trying
even
to
want to
pull
talk
each
about
other
that no more.
down. I know.
I don't even know why y'all keep trying to figure that shit up. That's like a jigsaw puzzle. It ain't
It
gonna
sure
happen.
is.
What?
Why does women can't stick together? You already know why.
I don't think that it can't happen. I just think you can get the right women that can stick together. I don't, I don't know if I.
We be trying to plug people in places that just don't fit. A person will tell you, I don't fuck with bitches. I don't get I'm
Mhm.
gonna love you, right? You're gonna be a bad.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm. I let go of friends I had for 20 years.
Brit,
They wasn't growing with me, so
what?
I had to
That's
let them
somebody
go.
that's been around for 20 years. We don't listen to people anymore when they talk. We want to
Mm-hmm.
convince them that we're the one that can change their lives. Quit trying to change. Quit trying to save. Leave
Mm-hmm.
them when they tell you. Leave them alone. But Brit said that. But the boys stick together. Carlos been playing a Nene face for how long now? And went and talked about her behind her back like a dog to Funky Dineva. And Funky Dineva knew exactly what he was doing. When he said, Carlos, I hope I ain't putting you in no mess. You know what you doing. You finna break that shit up over there. You finna break that
Mm-hmm.
relationship over there, up over there. He did that on purpose. He did that on purpose. So
Child.
that's it. That's all. Let me DMV sister, thank you for the 2-piece and the pepper. Like it sounds good. I was there a few months ago. We can all get along, but now I know shit. Reality is what reality is.
He
You
sure
know what I
is.
mean? It
Nah,
sounds
Queen
good.
Sheba.
Lala,
Nah,
I
Queen
love you,
Sheba.
twin. I don't want to agree with it. I
You
don't want to
had to
agree with
Queen
it.
stand.
Sheba.
Nobody knows.
I love you, Queen Sheba. You better
Look,
stop back. You better stop
throw the
moving
Stop,
whole
that
now
name
song in
on
the
me.
stop it,
trash.
Queen
Throw the
Sheba.
whole song in the trash.
Well,
Like
guess
you
what? You can
said.
throw it in the trash and we're going to write a new one.
Yeah, listen, we're going to it, Queen. You know us. We like to dig. We like
I
to dig.
know.
She
Listen.
said throw the whole song in the trash.
Just don't ever play that song again. No, I'm just kidding. I think we can. I think we can, but I think everybody got to find their tribe. And I think I don't know. We're gonna talk about it tomorrow, though. We're gonna talk about it with Bose. We're gonna talk about it with Garcelle, and we're gonna talk about the similarities and the differences. We're gonna talk about why y'all disappointed. Y'all ain't really breaking this thing down and looking at it like you should. They both played themselves.
Hmm.
Period.
Period. I agree with
I
you
agree
on
with
that.
that. That's my whole stance.
Yeah, I
Yep.
agree with you on that, Queen.
I
Be
agree with you.
be easy on me because I got some stuff to
Mm-hmm.
say tomorrow. Listen, I'm ready. I'm gonna
Mm-hmm.
come
All
there
right.
with my iced coffee.
Well, I'm
Okay?
coming back too because I'm not no Sutton lover. I can't stand
Huh?
Sutton.
Girl, you better keep your mouth off,
I,
Sutton. I'm
Yeah,
just
leave
kidding. I'm just
Sutton alone.
kidding.
Come on now.
I can't stand Sutton. I'm sorry.
I like her.
I love her. She's
When she
witty.
told that
She's
when
funny.
she told what's her name about her pocket doesn't match. I don't like nobody putting nobody down
Why?
about
Girl, that was a
money.
read. That
It
was a
was a
That was
read.
read.
a read.
It
That
was
was
a
a
read.
read.
It was a read, but I don't like nobody putting nobody down, for
Girl, you
what they
better
got.
welcome to
Come on now.
reality
She's been
TV.
calling her alcoholic the whole season.
Well,
And
is
knowing
she?
that her father died
But
of
is she?
alcoholism. That's not
Is she?
Who?
nice.
I'm
Well,
just
shit.
asking.
Sutton.
You
Is
see
she an
her mama
alcoholic?
was pouring vodka.
That's what
Yeah,
I'm
her
saying. Is she an
Dorit's
alcoholic?
been
Because she
calling her
got all kind
alcoholic
of
all
drinks.
season. And
Who?
her
Who?
father
Lala?
died of
Sutton
alcoholism. So
mama
that's
and
not
daddy.
nice. And I'm sorry, I thought that was a read. And she's showing her your pockets ain't deep enough to be messing with me.
Pretty much.
Exactly. I'm with Sutton all
I
day.
knew y'all were gonna love that.
I
I
love
just
Sutton.
I know, but I don't know. I guess I'm just a little humble thing.
Dorit
I
been
don't.
faking and pretending ain't got a pot to piss in or wanted to throw it out in
Uh-huh.
pre-foreclosure. All of that sudden read her ass for filth to let her know you
That
really
she
don't
She
belong at
queen.
this table.
But Dorit like
she
Yes.
did read her.
these. She'll be nice to your face and say something nasty about you, and then try to cover it back up with something nice. And it's like, no, ma'am.
Who?
Dorit,
Who?
Dorit.
Y'all just don't know how to play the game with them white girls when you at the table.
Thank you.
That's
Thank
it.
you.
I went to
That's
Catholic
it.
school.
Listen, they hella like I don't care what anyone says about Sutton. She's quirky, she's funny, she holds her own. They've been coming her for her since she started this show, right? I like Sutton. And
I
I
do
like that
too.
she's standing up for herself because that Fox 5 is a bunch of, the R words, okay? A bunch of racist women, okay? Zionists, xenophobes, they're all of them. And I don't like any of those, that Fox 5, Fox 4, now that they're Fox 4, actually. I don't like them. I don't care for them. But Sutton, listen, I'm a ride for Sutton because she stood her ground against every single one of them
She
that
did.
been coming for her.
She
They are,
did. It was
if
a
you
big
look at it, they're mad because she won the system. She got money from a man that she supported for over 20
Boom.
years. She was
Boom.
entitled to that money. And the reason why
Mm-hmm.
she keeps getting money year after year until she, even she's got more money, even if she wants to donate to charity because of what she did and how she contributed to that man in his career. Raising those kids, doing all what she did, like she's entitled to that money, and that's why they're really mad because they ain't got it like that. None of them got
Boom.
the money that Sutton got. That's why they're really
Well, I
mad.
could see that.
Kyle's got money.
I think Kyle's got money because she's a Hilton, isn't she?
Not only that,
Listen,
she's an
wait
actress.
for
She
the
played out
divorce. It's all
What
gonna
show
come
y'all
out in the
talking about?
divorce
Hold on.
court. It's
One at a
gonna
go
come
Beverly
out.
ahead. I can't
Hills.
hear all y'all. Somebody said something. Go ahead.
What show are y'all talking about?
The real
Beverly Hills.
Beverly
Real
Hills
Housewives of
Housewives.
Beverly Hills,
Girl, it's
sugar.
good.
It's
Oh, I
hella
gotta check that
good.
out. Okay.
But I'm
Sorry.
saying
It's good.
everybody's saying Kyle got money. Wait till the divorce comes out. You're gonna see the money ain't there like the way they're making out it is.
Man, I hope
Just so you know.
Mauricio don't take that house in Arizona. You remember that house that they took from Kim? That beautiful house in Arizona?
Yeah, I heard he's on the market, Queen.
I hope not. That's a beautiful house.
What? That
That's
sounds
what they're saying.
juicy.
It's on
Let
the
me know.
market.
Lala, Kyle has always had money since she was a little girl. You know she was like one of them little children stars, and then she comes from the Hilton, so she
She was
comes
the
from
working one
money.
out of all her sisters. Her sister
That's
Kathy is the one
right.
that married Rich. She
Mary. Oh yeah.
married the Hilton. That's why she got that Hilton name. She
Oh,
married
okay.
Rich, but Carl was working woman. She's been a working woman. She helped her
Mm-hmm.
husband with
Look,
his real
Halloween.
estate, everything. So she's got. I'm not saying she's got money. I'm not saying she's broke, but she ain't got Sutton money. Sutton's done
Son
old
got
Oh,
school
some
baby, they
money.
ain't got that
aristocrat
Jennifer.
kind of
Hold
money.
on. They don't have that Jennifer Tilly money. Now,
Thank
Jennifer
you.
Tilly's
Oh, I love me some
ex-husband,
Jennifer.
hold on. Jennifer Tilly's ex-husband is the one that developed and founded The Simpsons. Hello.
Oh, okay.
Thank
Now,
you. Let them know.
I
So
love me some Jennifer Taylor. She's my favorite.
well, Jennifer Tilly, the only reason why Jennifer Tilly, in my opinion, is not a main co-star is because of her looks and her weight. If she get that weight down, because listen, we talking Beverly Hills. Listen. Let's keep it real. Can we keep it real?
Yes.
You got to be beautiful. for this particular franchise. You got to be beautiful. Jennifer
But
is
none
the
of them are beautiful, Queen. They're all ugly, and Ozempic made them even more uglier.
well, either you got to be beautiful, you got to weigh 50 pounds.
Well,
Oh,
I
wow.
Okay, that
think
makes sense. That makes
Okay.
I
sense.
think Jennifer made the show this season. I'm sorry, I love Jennifer.
I don't know if she made it, but I think she was a
I
nice
do.
addition.
She just had me laughing all the time because she was telling everybody they're about to fight. They're gonna get in an argument. She
She
knew when
remember when she
everything
told,
was gonna happen.
yeah, she told those massage therapists that
Yeah.
this isn't gonna last.
Yeah, this is not gonna last. I love her, and I love her wit. So I really wish they give her a diamond. What the hell do they give the Beverly Hills ones? I don't know.
I don't know. But we're gonna get into it tomorrow. I've been saving my piece for Bose, and I've been saving my piece for Garcelle. Y'all ain't gonna like what I gotta say tomorrow, and I'm gonna wait.
Ooh,
What
Queen, you ain't
time,
gonna like what
Queen?
I'm gonna say tomorrow.
Okay.
Okay,
I ain't gonna like
I'm gonna try to
it.
catch up on
What
to
time,
see.
Queen?
Y'all, it's already on my page. Y'all better click. It's good. It's
It's
ready to
already
go.
It's
pending.
already
It's
on for me,
already
Queen
ready.
Sheba.
I'm
I'm
gonna
gonna
go
be
ahead.
there with my iced coffee. Okay.
I'm gonna be right there. I'm gonna be listening.
Yeah, we going in tomorrow. Look, say what you gotta say. Hold on.
Okay.
I'm trying to find something. I was trying to find it. Y'all keep talking. Give me 2 seconds. I think I'm trying to find something. Hold
Mhm.
on.
Well, I think that all of us are getting along really great, even though we got different opinions about everything, and I think that's pretty
Yeah,
awesome. I'm
Yeah, I
really
love having a different
thoroughly
opinion.
enjoying.
yeah.
I'm thoroughly enjoying the conversation. It's awesome.
Me
Hmm.
too.
Thank
Me too.
you,
I love when
lady.
we have different opinions.
Thank
It's
you,
Me
because
too.
lady.
respect is there. Respect is across
Exactly.
the
And this is
board.
Oh
not a
yes, most
Yeah, and
dictatorship.
that's the important.
definitely,
Yeah, that's
most
what's
Come on
important.
now.
definitely. I
Yeah.
have respect for all of you. I
But
don't know
Chad,
who I'm
y'all talking
talking
about
to.
something that's juicy, so I'm gonna have to catch up on this Beverly
We're
I'm gonna
gonna
Hills
have
send
stuff.
to
it to you, sugar. I'll send
Yeah,
it
sugar
to
cause
you.
binge
Chad,
watch
y'all
it.
talking about some things. I'm like, what? Huh?
You
The
gotta
big
binge watch it. I've been
honey.
binge
Girl,
watching it.
the Beverly Hills, honey. Ooh.
Sugar. I've been binge watching it all weekend. It's
What?
good. Oh, it's good. It's really
I'm
good.
about to do that because the way y'all talking about it, I'm like, wait, what? All this,
But they
you
got
know, I like that y'all
they
talking
got
about
new
money.
cast members. So if you start from season one, because I've been
Nah,
watching
you gotta let her
Netflix.
start from this season and she can
No,
catch
I'm gonna
up
Yeah,
start from
later.
the
start from
new,
this season. It's
Okay,
so
let us
good,
start from the
sugar.
beginning.
so I
Okay,
can at
of
least
this
be up to
season.
date when y'all go in tomorrow. Cause I'm gonna have my popcorn and I'm gonna be
Oh
ready.
yeah, well, girl, you're gonna be ready.
Yeah.
I did that with Salt Lake City on the fifth season, and when I tell you I enjoyed Salt Lake City, I'm
Hmm.
like I'm like
See,
hooked.
hmm. Cause I'm just saying, but the little things y'all saying y'all gonna touch on, Chad. I want to
Uh-huh.
hear about that. Hmm.
Oh yes,
Um,
baby. Go ahead and watch it. We'll be
Yes.
ready for you tomorrow.
Thank you, Lala.
I
Send
want
it
to
to me.
see how you feel about Sutton. Now you look, they
I like
Sutton
Sutton.
lovers. They
Mhm.
Sutton lovers.
They
So
sudden
go
love.
ahead they Sutton lovers. So
Cause
you
at
go
I,
first, you know
see.
hold
what I
on.
thought you was talking about?
Hold up. We're not
Hold
Saturn
on.
lovers. Okay, we're Saturn fans.
I
Okay.
thought you was talking about the drink at first. I'm like, what was going on? Like she talking about the drink?
Well, look, she got a drink named Sutton Lovers, but it probably tastes good. You never know.
Okay,
Yeah,
watch this.
Vanessa, call me. I got your back, Vanessa.
All right, hold on. Oh, never mind. Okay, all right. So it's not what I thought it was. It's not what I thought it was. I was looking up this Hollywood director that I met on my flight, and I thought it was
Mhm.
Jenny Tilly's friend, but it's
Uh-huh.
Jennifer Garth's friend. So never mind.
Mm.
I don't even know who that is. I had to go through my messages.
When she married to the one Jennifer Lopez was married to?
I don't know, child. Don't give
You
me the
said Jenny Garden.
listen.
Yeah, that was his ad. What's his name? I can't think of his name, but that was his wife. That was his wife after Jennifer again. And he married her and had the kids and then went back to Jennifer. So he have two Jennies.
No, I'm gonna see y'all in oh, does anyone watch the no, I don't, Shay. Is it good? Do y'all watch Denise Richards's
No,
Denise?
I don't like
I'm
Denise.
not
Uh,
interested in that.
It might
No.
be too white for us.
I think
Nah.
it is. For me it
Yeah,
is.
I haven't never heard
All
of
right.
it.
But I do want to get into Southern Charm now, because these black girls need some help. Why you on there acting a fool like that behind these white boys and y'all? We
Thank
give.
you, Queen
Thank
Sheba.
I
you.
watched.
Thank
Yeah,
Yeah,
you.
now I watched that like the first season.
I watched that. I enjoyed that. The one in New Orleans.
Yeah, they be getting it.
And Sierra, don't get me started on her chase. Listen, don't get me started. Okay. But look, real quick, y'all set your notifications. Traders is being rumored that this season of Traders is supposed to have Nene Leakes, Kenya Moore, Mary from the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, and Eva.
Mm,
What's her last
mm.
name? Eva what?
Gregoria, look, even look.
No, the other
Eva
one.
Longoria?
No.
What
The
From
Eva is
the
she?
the married top model one, her, the one
yeah.
that I can't think of her last name because she married. She married.
Yeah, her.
Yeah.
So, first of
Oh.
all, if I was on Traders, I would vote Nene off first.
No, I would
Queen
not.
Sheba,
Nene gonna
stop
stay to the
it.
end, baby.
Stop it.
She
But
gonna clock
I
listen,
that T.
would. She gotta go.
no,
Nene is good
leave
TV.
Nene
Would you
alone,
stop it,
man.
Queen?
But I love
Why?
that. I hope Mary's on it because I love Mary. I love Mary.
Okay,
So
I
Mary
would
from the
take
train.
Nene out. She wouldn't even get a chance to make it. I will vote her off. Period. Have y'all watched Traders before?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Listen.
watched the second season with Phaedra.
Okay. The third season is good. That's what Bob did. Okay. Reality Insights. Hey, Lois. Lois says, I'm watching Traders of Kenya and Eva. Me too. But I would take Nene out. Because let me tell you why I think it's bad to put Nene on Traders. And y'all, everybody left. No matter what, people are going to automatically peg her as a traitor, even if she's a faithful.
Okay, I understand that.
I
I
agree that
understand that.
that's
But
true.
Queen, would she come because that is a kind of a Bravo show, isn't it? Is it not Traitors
It's
Bar
NBC.
Bravo?
I think it's NBC, right, y'all?
It's NBC.
Yeah, NBC.
Okay, that's fine.
Now, listen, y'all know Bob the Drag Queen came over on my channel. Did y'all know that?
Yes, I saw that.
Okay. Did you know I pitched to him for him to talk to them? And I don't know if he did it, but I put it out there to please let some YouTubers come on there
Yes, Queen, I
so we
heard
can play.
that.
Mm-hmm.
So we can play because I want to play, and I will vote Nene's ass right on out of there. I don't want nobody making friends with her. I want her out of here.
I'm sorry, Queen. I'm sorry to tell you, I'll
I'm
be
rooting for
Nene's friend.
Nene.
I'll be Nene's friend. I'm riding with Nene, period.
I want her and Kenya to make it to the end.
I
Me
want
too.
Kenya to make it to the end. I would take Mary out second.
What? Queen Sheba, I
Yeah,
think
throw
you're just
Mary
coming
from the
for
boat.
me. Why are you coming for Mary?
Because Lala, the goal is for you to win the money. What is you
Yeah,
doing?
but I want Mary to win.
See, I will vote you
love
up out of here
Mary.
third. I will vote Lala out third.
No, Lala gonna make it to the end.
I'm gonna make it to the end, Queen
She always
Sheba.
clocking that T.
Don't
She gonna know who
count
the
me
traitor
out.
is. Lala gonna know who the traitor is.
Point blank period.
Yeah,
Queen
Lala
Sheba,
will be a good ass trader, wouldn't
Won't
she?
she?
listen.
I might have to get her out of
I
there
got
She
two
gonna
first.
be like,
sides of
Queen
me.
Sheba, I'm telling you, it is not Nene. It is Mary because
Lala have all of us on the chopping block. She'll be picking us off one by one.
yeah. Remember
You
that
know
movie
me.
Throw Mama
Money's
from
the
the Train?
motivation.
I remember Erwin. Erwin. That was my shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, they say you would have to go, Lala. Miss YBBG say you too friendly. You have to go.
Listen,
Yeah.
I'm not that friendly. Come on now, cut me some slack, people.
Not when it's
And
about
then,
that money.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm about my money. Come on now, Queen Sheba.
No, I
you
would
know I'm
send you
about the money.
packing.
Where money's involved.
I'm about the
Okay.
money. Like you show me a little, you dangle money in front of me. I'm betraying everybody. Ain't no friends in my corner.
I know that's right. I'm baby, I'm gonna be drinking tea with you and voting for your ass at the table.
Yes,
Oh,
me
yeah.
too, Queen Sheba. Okay, me too. And I'll still love you at the end. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
What we talking about? $250,000?
I'm throwing everybody
Nah,
off the
listen,
train.
that's retirement money, Queen Sheba. You know I'm trying to
Yeah.
retire in
Everybody
Africa.
get put off the island for that much.
Yeah. I'm
Oh,
gonna
why
be
are people
whispering.
doing me like this? Why are you
I'm gonna
not
be
doing me
messing
like
up your
that?
social
Huh?
game. I'm gonna be like, I think Lala's a traitor.
Listen, I'd be
Lala
like, watch
wouldn't
out
be
for
able to.
Queen Sheba.
That's
You know,
it.
Queen
That's all.
Sheba
I
can
think she's a
talk.
traitor.
May the best woman win, Queen Sheba.
Yes, but then so yeah, that's it. But if they're gonna get those girls on there, I think it'll be really good. I will definitely be
Mhm.
watching. But I think if they're smart, the right play, you got to get Nene out. I'm sorry.
Nope.
No.
You
No.
the strongest one out.
What I'm saying is they're not going to be able to get Nene out. Watch what I tell you. If Nene is on the show, they're not going to be able to get her out quick
Why? Why you think that?
because Nene know how to play the game.
That's
Nene,
true.
what I'm saying is like when I say Nene is good TV, even though however she may mess up, you cannot deny it. She knows reality TV, and it's going to be hard to get her out quick. And
I'm
they're not
thinking
going to even put her a traitor. I bet you they're not going to even make her one of the traitors.
I think Janice Walker says she'll take my ass out too. She would get me out the game first. Is that what
Mm,
you're saying, Miss Janice?
Yeah, I'll take you out, Queen.
You would take me out first?
I love you,
Smart.
Queen, but I'll throw you from the train. I'll be like, no, Queen, gotta go.
You would get me out before
Because
Nene?
you study the behavioral traits.
That girl's a trait.
And I'll be like, she analyzing the whole thing. Take her out. Take her out.
That girl say traits.
Yep. Come on. I'm on Queen Sheba, okay?
Okay, let me ask the audience. Who would you take out first? If it's Sugar, Lala, me, Nene, who would y'all take out first? Who would you go for first? It ain't personal. Hey, Aunt Debbie. Y'all are some ungrateful scallywags. Inez says, sorry, Queen, you gotta go. Oh, I knew you hoes wasn't loyal. Oh, they would take me out. Y'all would leave Sugar?
No, I'll still keep you though. And I'll keep
Oh,
you
they would
until
take
the end.
me
I'll take you
out.
out.
That's fine. I understand. So I would have to come in as a faithful. Well, then I would take out Lala before Sugar.
Oh, see? Why you do me like that? And I was saying you can stay with me to the end. That's it. Take Queen Sheba out first, people. Thank you.
Damn, everybody said they would take me out first. That's good to know, though.
Yeah, you smart. You clocking, Queen. You clock things.
I think Sugar would be easier to read than Lala.
No. Sugar's
No.
always
Even
under
I can't read Sugar sometimes.
I hone in on the psychological and the behavioral traits.
And because I know that you wouldn't be able, because I know that you zone in on that, you don't underestimate Sugar. You probably wouldn't be able to figure it out.
Okay, if you could have a faithful, okay, if y'all are traders, who and you got to bring somebody from the chat in as a trader, who you bringing in with you?
I'm bringing American Born.
I'm bringing in Alpha MC.
Oh, Janae, who you bringing in, Janae?
I'd have to bring in Lala. I'm feeling Lala.
You can't bring in Lala. You got to bring in somebody from the chat.
I will save you. I will save you too, okay?
Lala already in the game.
Oh, she already in the game. Then I guess I would have to bring in.
Go ahead. You better not say mine. Who?
I'd have to bring in Toot.
No, I'm bringing in Toot.
Oh, well, damn.
I'm just kidding. You can bring in Toot. Okay.
That's why you got to go first. That's why you got to go first. And you bring it in too.
Damn.
I'm going to bring in Janice Walker then. I'm going to bring in Janice Walker.
Okay, you need to bring in Aunt Debbie. Aunt Debbie is, come on now.
Aunt Debbie going to get us all voted up out of that mark.
Yeah, we all leaving.
Aunt Debbie going to get everybody kicked out. Aunt Debbie is not going to play no games with nobody. As soon as they accuse her of being a traitor, the shit going to hit the fan at the table. Oh, my God. Okay, Alpha and Steve say she's slick with it. Slick and quiet with it. I think Toot would be an excellent trader.
Yes, she would. Listen, whoever picks Toot, it's a wrap. Listen, you can't get peep out of Toot.
Inez said she's bringing in Linda Gamble. Oh, she bringing in the sheriff. You know, Linda's a retired sheriff.
Yeah, she's trying to get us arrested, not booted.
Well, Linda would know who's lying from her law enforcement background.
Yeah, because they're trained to read body language.
Mm-hmm.
They human lie detector tests.
Okay, Reality Insight says she gonna pick Linda Gamble too. Everybody picking Sue. They picking Alpha MC. Angela says she won't lie. Don't nobody want me. That's sad as hell. Let me go ahead and end this live. Y'all done heard. I gotta. Before I pull out this pistol in my purse.
Nah, listen, Queen.
Oh my God. So at least I know not to go on these shows because I'm gonna get picked off first.
Listen,
Oh my
Queen,
God.
pick me
you
off
an
first.
analyst. You an analyst. You gotta go. Nothing personal. I love
Exactly.
you, but
You
gonna
analyze
clock me.
situations and we be gone.
So you don't think you'll be a threat? No, you gotta knock out the threats.
That's true. Hey, listen, you're right. So I'm gonna ask them to bring me in the middle of the game. Give me a damn chance. Don't let me get on here. No, don't do me like y'all did Dorinda.
Oh my.
They got rid of Dorinda. And look, I want to talk about it too, because I don't like the fact that they bringing Dorinda back and people were mad about that. Why does she get to come back and get a second chances as a DEI?
Yeah.
Y'all get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
If that's the case, bring back Bob the drag queen.
If that's the case.
Yeah. But anywho, y'all, it's been a hell of a conversation, y'all. I had a good time. I needed this little laugh on Monday night. I hope y'all enjoyed it that are tuned in from Twitter. And also, we stayed a little bit longer, but sometimes we just have a good old time. Listen, not the DEI. We will see everybody tomorrow. Thank you for pulling up for Monday Night Party in the chat. And until tomorrow, y'all have a good night's sleep.
Bye, everybody. Thanks, Queen.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
You all should be ashamed. How can you drink right after a funeral? Like this? Give me another one, then, Brady. Fred Sanford, you just left the house of the Lord, and now I'm in my house. All y'all ought to be ashamed drinking like a school of fish. My Bible says, be not drunk with wine. What does it say about scotch? Hey, why'd you go someplace else? Why'd you go ugly up somebody else's house? Who you calling ugly, sucker? You.